up, everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk. As the season now is over, officially over, at least for our team, Man United, we're going to be doing a Man United season review. Yes, yes, yes. I'm joined by David, and I will be also joined by some other United fans, a little bit running late and whatnot. But hey, me and David will be, kicking up the show and whatnot. So, David, first and foremost, how are you, brother? You good?
Yeah, not bad. Got over yesterday now, so that's good. Yeah.
Hey, that's yeah. I mean, I'm still am like a little bit annoyed and whatnot from yesterday because I genuinely really did want the trophy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We move, and right now we're just gonna basically start at least to talk about the overall season, and then throughout the show we will of course dive into basically rating every single Man United player. So everybody will get their moment, and we talk about it, from A to F, and then some players, of course, as you'll see the tier maker and whatnot that I'll be using, some players obviously wouldn't be able to get like a proper fair rating as for whatever reason they weren't really here for the majority of the season and whatnot. So we'll talk about the nitty gritty once that comes. But people, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up, as it does help the channel to grow and to get out there to more people to see. So we're not that far away from 2K subscribers. So let's try to make that happen. That would be great. And also feel free to join the membership, as we are fairly monetized. So just another way to support the channel. But you simply do support also by watching, liking, and subscribing, whatnot. All those things are free as well. So just another extra. But hey, I digress. Let's say hi to some of the people here. Big up to Macy from Devils United. I'll be on her channel tomorrow to do basically a season review on her channel. So I'll be having a break on my channel, but I'll be on hers. So I will be linking that in the community tab for tomorrow. So yeah, do subscribe, by the way, to her channel. She does great stuff. And big up to Gunnar Gathering. Say, hey, Seth, you have a great show. Thank you. Do subscribe to them. Football Power Hour says, we will be there. Yes, more than you believe, we will be there. Big up to Aubrey, aka Botswana Poppy. Subscribe to his channel. Big up to True City Fan. Patrick, Man City supporter. Great guy, though, but the team is the team, but it is what it is. Big up to Eddie. Eddie was supposed to be here, but he had some technical issues, so he'll be here for another show. But big up to Eddie. Do subscribe to his channel. Big up to Bobby K. And yeah, let's just, begin. So, David, how do you feel now that the season is over? What is your feeling right now? Is it good?
It it was better than I expected.
Okay.
Um, I only had one target for this season, and that
Okay.
was to play like a team because that's something that we have lacked the past few years.
Okay.
Um, I wasn't even bothered if we didn't get top four. I wasn't bothered if we didn't get um, a trophy. I just wanted to see United progress as a team, play as a team,
Agreed.
and then progress even further next year.
Yep.
We got top four, finishing third wasn't easy, but we got it,
Mm-hmm.
and we won the League Cup. And unfortunately, we lost the FA Cup.
Yep.
So it was a much better season than I was expecting and predicting. Um, but yeah,
Agreed.
I'm happy with it. There's still progress to be made,
Yep.
and I think in the summer it will happen. Um, some players will leave, some players will come in. Be interesting to see who, but yeah, I'm I would like I say I wasn't expecting a trophy, so that was a bonus. And we did play like a team, not in every game, but in quite a lot of the games we did, and that's what I wanted to see.
I feel that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is a very good point. Yeah, big up to you, Nathan. Me and David, we just started the show. Um, and we were just, yeah, I just wanted to kind of hear his thoughts before we start rating the players and whatnot. Just a few minutes just to kind of get your feeling of how the season has gone for you. Like, what do you feel right now? Have you been, are you content with the season? Was this better than what you predicted? Just give me your overall thoughts about it. You got Tolumba.
Um, I predicted we'd finish third, so
Oh wow,
I'm actually not that surprised. Yeah, I predicted on someone else's channel. They called me to
wow.
do a Premier League ratings session.
Okay.
I thought I predicted they'd finish third.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
Is there anything else you? Okay, so you said you predicted. Okay, was it third and maybe silverware as well, or just third?
no, so basically it was just Premier League rankings. So it was
Okay.
just for the Premier League. So that way
Wow.
I predicted third.
Was that
Um,
prior to the signings or
uh,
after the signings?
yes, yes. I think we only had Malaysia at the time when I did it on their channel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
I think maybe Malaysia was in the channel at the on in the team at the time.
okay,
Um, um, you could say I am content. I am content
okay.
per se
This is a
based
safe
on.
space, by the way, Nathan. You speak
No,
your truth,
it's not
brother.
that. It's not that. It's difficult to say that because in a way I want to say I'm very unhappy because it's
Okay.
like we have we went really far and then we flubbed out, and in many ways that's kind of what we have been doing for the last 5 6 years. So it's like while you want to say Eric Ten Hag has improved the team, you can also put your hand up and go, how is it different from everything else?
Mm,
Like someone the other day told us on your channel, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has won 4 out of 5 against Pep. But Eric Ten Hag has lost 2 out of 3 right now, and
okay.
he did lose at Anfield. He did. I think he lost worse than Solskjaer at Anfield. So
He
it's
did.
like there are some things you want to go and say
I
with a better team too, which is even harder to admit, sadly. But the thing
mean,
is, it's like you want to say you're content, but at the same time, when you just look back at a few things, you go, it's kind of the same thing that's happened again in some ways. It's like
okay.
the at crucial points we disappear, and it's just a lot of individual brilliance. Like people
Mm,
say we play better as a team, but again, if you look at the goals, it's mostly individual brilliance, isn't it? How many goals would you say were team goals? Like what percentage? 10% maybe?
I know. It's hard.
mm,
Some of them I can't remember. Some of them I can.
Yeah. So no, it's not really, I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying it's really hard to
that's fair.
say you're content, but at the same time know you have done the same mistakes again for another season in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
Really difficult to say those things. I mean, I'm happy I gave the season a 7.5, 8 out of 10. But when
Okay.
I look back at it and I look at the things we could have, zigged or zagged, it's kind of the same mistakes we made again. I was never ever going to go above 8 anyway because just
Mm-hmm.
we only got a Carabao Cup, so I don't think above you can really go above 8. Like where I don't know. I couldn't. That's the maximum I could go. Um,
Okay.
yeah, for the most part, I thought the boys did well, but at the same time, when you take it into account that we had a better team this season, like how much better should we have done? Maybe have to look at it that way now. I
No,
mean,
I do
it's
agree. I do agree with what you say, Nathan. But I mean, obviously, I know everyone's disappointed about yesterday, but we did lose to, in my opinion, the best team in the world at the moment,
yeah,
and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't a hammering. Um, it wasn't a um, demolition. It was
yeah,
two.
Yeah.
I'd say one bad mistake for the second goal. I don't think anyone can blame. Maybe United should have woke up straight away.
Mm-hmm.
First goal. But for me, we didn't embarrass ourselves yesterday. I know a few players didn't perform as well as they could, but obviously I am not getting into that because I'm not bashing anybody. I think
Mm-hmm.
certain players yesterday played well. I will say this, and because people like my controversy, I think Fred yesterday was one of our best players. I thought he was quite solid in midfield.
Okay.
And yes, he gave the free kick away for the goal, but you can't blame Fred for that. it was sloppy defending, and I honestly think he did really really well. Gave a few fouls away. Maybe should have got a yellow card earlier, but I'm
Hmm.
not. I do think he played really really well. But yeah, and then there's a few players, and I'll say it now. Rashford's my boy, but unfortunately he didn't perform yesterday. But I do think it was
Agreed.
I think it was partially due to the service, because he just did not get the service in my opinion yesterday. And when he did, he had like two free defenders on him every single time, and there was no one there to help him out. So and I thought Garnacho changed the game without question. Garnacho changed the game when he came on. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about the game, and that's not
Okay.
me bashing Rashford.
No,
Um,
but you can still. That's not even that's not bashing.
yeah,
That's more so like that's a fair criticism. Like we love the guy, but it's okay to criticize as well. You can still
yeah,
back a player. You can still back the manager. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit there and be blind and whatnot. I'm going to criticize because
mhm,
that's you're allowed to do that as fans, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're bashing. Because if this is bashing, then you haven't really seen us bash. So I think that's important. But yeah, for me, I mean, I think I think before the season, before the window, I predicted that we were. I was thinking like, okay, maybe fifth, maybe a trophy. But after the window closed, I was like, okay, fourth and a trophy was what I was thinking. So technically, it's you know we've overachieved due to what I predicted and
mhm,
expected. But and also I didn't think that we were going to be in another final and two finals basically and whatnot. So
yep,
not that I'm going to be overly praising us being in the second being a loser and whatnot. That's not what we're trying to do, but it's more so like the progress from what we did last season
mm.
from how it was very toxic and just not a good.
Did you hear what Eric Ten Hag said after the match?
Is
I
that
saw some
about
quotes, but
motivating?
No, he said it's worrisome sometimes when I think he needs to get an English tutor, because I don't know if he's saying it by mistake. No,
Oh,
no, you're going to love this one. Don't worry, Sophia. You'll understand
okay.
why I'm
I
saying
think
that
I know
this
what you
time.
mean
I was
now.
like,
What what
where are we
what, what he
going?
said was what he
Okay,
said was
yeah.
we are the only team in the world that can challenge Man City at the moment.
I actually agreed with him.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
The
That's
only team? I don't know if you're the only team, man. I mean, that's rough, dude. I saw Liverpool give them two
I
good
wouldn't
games in the league, man.
I
I
wouldn't go
mean,
that far, but
he said the only team that can challenge him.
I was like,
That we lost 6-3. How can he even say that?
That
That's
was that
weird
was
to me.
ages
Like
ago.
that's shocking.
That was
maybe
ages
didn't.
ago. When we had someone called when we had poisonous people there. I'm not
Yeah,
saying the name.
No, no, I'm just saying though. Like I wouldn't go that far, man. I don't know how many United fans would agree with that. That was
I wouldn't
shocking.
necessarily go.
The only team, really?
Hey,
That's
I'm happy
rough,
with it.
man.
It shows that he wants to progress and
No, I
uh,
understand what he's saying, but it's like after the game for him to say we are the only team that can challenge City is like,
That's
I
a bit like,
mean,
it won't
okay.
matter
after
next
the
season.
game, after the
It won't
game,
matter next
that's rough.
next season anyway, because United's going to come back and we're going to win the quad.
Oh, okay.
So
David,
nobody will be.
David, David. That's okay. Uh,
That would be lovely.
I would win it.
wouldn't that be amazing?
It
Choppers,
would be lovely.
hello,
Yeah.
brother.
What's up? What's up?
Choppers, what's up? What's up? We're just before we start to rate the whatnot. I kind of want to wait. I think there's some feedback.
Well, me?
Yeah, I think so. Have
Me?
you on? Do you have like headphones anywhere near?
You hear me properly now?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
No, I can hear you. It's just when I talk, I feel I can hear myself. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear it on.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. If
You can hear
you,
me now?
yeah, it's not the issue with we can hear you. It's just if the other ones talk, then we end up hearing ourselves from your end.
Yeah.
Do you have the audio settings? Check if
Hold
you've
on,
put
hold
on the echo cancellation. Big up Leon says come on Inter Milan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone says Man City weren't at their best yesterday. Oh, I heard. Wow. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Is it me?
Can you hear me better now?
Can everybody speak?
I'm okay.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds good.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I heard an echo then.
I feel
I
like
think it's only
It's-
you and Choppers. Yeah.
yeah, it's something when I speak. You know what? When okay, you speak, Choppers, and I put myself on mute.
What's up?
Talk about how you feel basically how you feel now after the season has ended. Does this exceed your expectation, or was it just about you content with the season?
Um, I would say I'm content with where we finished. Maybe I'm not content with maybe how we got out of the cups, but I'm content with how we finished in the Premier League. Um, and also I wouldn't say progress because to me, like I'm still yet to see a style of play. So I wouldn't say progress that much, but I'm content with where we finish and where we going, like where we're going to. So I'm content with that.
Okay,
Mm.
that is fair.
So it's like my rating for this season, I'll give it like let's say a seven-ish. To me, I can't go too high and I can't go too low. So I'll give it a seven-ish. For finishing in the top four, for also competing in the cups because let's be honest, we did in all the cups, we didn't finish like we didn't go out early in the cups, we went out late. So I'm content with that. But also I'm not content with we not going further in the cups. Like yesterday, the Man City game, it is what it is. It's the final. We lost, fine. But then the way we got out to Sevilla, it's not fine. I didn't like that at all. So that
Agree.
that alone spoiled the season for me as well. Because let's be honest, Sevilla won it. It could have been us. And that's like a second time in the row. It could have been that way. So that one of the biggest reasons why my rating went down for the season, especially the way we went out of the Europa League.
Can I just add something?
Yep.
Because Nathan, you mentioned about you mentioned the Europa League as well, or how we drifted off. Don't forget when we played Seville, we didn't have Martinez, we didn't have Rashford, we didn't
Yeah.
have we had a lot of injuries when we played. We didn't have Varane, and I can understand people's like we should have beat them. All honesty, they went on and won it, so they're not an easy team to beat. But it also does show that when certain players get injured, we need we need now in the summer to get decent enough players. So when these players get injured, suspended, not better players, but better players than what we have can come in and play. So, and in all honesty, I mean, that Seville game when it was at Old Trafford when we got absolutely smashed. It was I can't even remember when we got absolutely smashed.
Ooh,
Um,
that wasn't good.
no, it was bad mistakes by various people. Again, I'm not saying who, but if we'd had fit Rashford for the both games, if we'd had Martinez, if we'd had Varane, I'm not saying we would have won, but we would have had a much better chance. And then the other thing is, let's say that we beat Seville and then got to the final, we would have played Wednesday and then Saturday. And I'll take this. I'll say this now. If we was in the Europa League on Wednesday night, I would have wanted players rested for yesterday's game because beating City is more important than winning the Europa League, especially because we finished
Mm,
third. If we'd finished fifth, it would have been completely different. But for me, winning the FA Cup yesterday, that was a bonus. Beating City was the main goal,
Mm.
and I would have took that any day. I would have lost. I would have happily have lost on Wednesday if we'd beaten City on yesterday. But obviously, we weren't in the Europa League final. But yeah,
But I'll say, right, you said about beating City, but let's say, right, we won the Carabao Cup and we won the Europa League. I would say that we have a better season. Even if we beat City in the FA Cup finals, if we had the Europa League and the Carabao Cup, we'll have a good season and also top four, whatever. So to me, beating City wasn't kind of what I expected because we all know that City is way superior than Manchester United at this moment. You understand?
Oof.
yeah,
When it,
Yeah.
yeah.
when it
No,
comes when
no,
it
no.
comes when it comes to playing right now, yeah, as a big club, we are a bigger club. But right now, City is the strongest in the world right now. Let's be honest about it. So I wouldn't say beating City was gonna be where I rate them on the season. Yes, it would be if they beat City yesterday, then my ratings will be higher, and then I'll have more expectation of them. But then you could see that City didn't even City wasn't even at their best, and we couldn't even beat them. We didn't even lay a glove on them to say, like, because let's be honest, we didn't have a lot of chances in the FA Cup finals. We
Mm.
didn't create too much. So I wouldn't rate them based on that. I knew that, coming into that game, that City had the upper hand. So I wouldn't rate them on that. But if they had win the Europa League, then I'll be like, okay, we had a good season. Yes, we didn't win. We didn't. Let's say we didn't stop City with the treble, but we had a good season. It's and that's what it is. But then
Yeah. But the
I'll
thing is,
say,
it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm saying if we'd beaten City, we would have had a better season. I'm saying beating City is, for me, coming from Manchester, etc., is more important than probably beating anybody, and that's why I would have sacrificed the Europa League to beat City.
And that's
Um,
fair.
it's it's in my blood,
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
and it would have given me bragging rights over my dad. But don't worry, he'll be getting a phone call next Saturday night when Inter Milan win.
Let's go. This is a question from Tolumba. Thoughts on Eric Ten Hag's man management? No trust in players like Leshri, Iqbal, not incorporating them into the team slowly? Question mark. Even when we killed off games. I mean, you have been very uh, open about that, Nathan, and vocal,
Yeah.
may I add. So, uh, thoughts about that? Any further?
Listen, I think I don't believe. See, the thing with Ten Hag is I don't know if it's English, right? Like we had the previous conversation about what he said about Man City. I don't know if he's still trying to figure out how to express himself the best way possible in English. But when he says things like, "I'll know when they're ready when I see them because I see them on the pitch every day," I'm like, bro, that's what are you on about? Like it doesn't work that way. There is not one team in this league or any other league where that principle works. I
Hmm.
don't care which league it is, and I don't care how good of quality of player you got. There is no team in any league that does this principle. Real Madrid has the most sales in their youth academy for I don't know how many years in a row now. Their youth academy prospects never go into their own team but go everywhere else. They're now linked with Joselu, who used to be from Real Madrid. He went down with Espanyol. He used to be with Real Madrid 10
Hmm.
whatever years ago. I don't know how many ever years ago. It doesn't work that way. No, it just doesn't work that way. And now when Real Madrid need youth to back up all the players that were falling short, when Benzema couldn't hit, they have no right winger. They're playing Valverde on the right wing. They don't have any youth to put there in that position just to hold it down. No one at right back. They have to play Kammerwing at left back. They have no youth players in there, even sitting on the bench barely. Like you can't work that way. You
Hmm.
can't work that way. I don't care what club you are. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you send Iqbal on loan, you send Laird on loan, you sell Alvaro Fernandez on loan, Hannibal Mabry, you sold Tahi Chong, you send Savage and Iqbal on loan after playing them in the preseason, which is the most puzzling thing in the world, by the way. They were starting games together in the middle of midfield. Both of them went on loan, which is really like, whoa, what just happened there kind of thing. Because we got Christian Eriksen on the free, and We got Malacia for 10 million. Like you could have easily used Alvaro Fernandez at left back. You didn't need to buy Malacia. How many games did Malacia have at the end of the day? Starts. I'm not talking about sub-ins. How many games
26.
did he get the whole season? Maybe 10?
26.
Maybe 10?
Potentially.
So you're trying to tell me you can't give 10 spots to somebody else over 65 games? We did the maths the other day, Sofia. We played 60. We could have played more games than anybody in the top tier of Europe
Hmm.
if we went all the way in the Europa League. We would have played the
Yeah.
most games than any club in the world that this season. So I'm just saying, it's like you have to take these into account. We played Eriksen when we should have played Garnacho yesterday. Should have brought
Yeah.
on Palestri when we bought on Weghorst or McTominay. I would have taken Palestri before both of them. Um, I mean, for someone who's dealt with a bunch of youth players all the way to a semi-final in Champions League, where are most of those youth players? They're still in the Dutch league, but they still beat Real Madrid.
Hmm.
So
39,
why can't our players be good enough? Why
39
can't our
games he
players be?
played.
How many? 29. How
39.
many?
39.
Malacia played 39 games,
Yeah.
and how many did he start?
Get back to you. One sec.
No problem. No, it's just an example.
No,
Malacia
no,
is
but
just an
that's
example.
hey,
It's not
fair.
really about Malacia. I'm just giving an example. Like
I get it. I get it.
because that was one of the signings where we put money into it, and we
Hmm.
had someone and we sent him on loan. So that's the only reason I gave that example. Really,
Yeah.
we had to send Led on loan because we had Van Bissaka and Dello. There's
Yeah.
no point keeping three right backs. So
Hmm.
Led made sense to me at least, and but Iqbal and Savage didn't make sense to me because we don't
Hmm.
have any midfielders. Even the wingers made sense to me. Even Diallo made sense to me, but Iqbal and Savage didn't make sense to me at all. It didn't make
I
sense to me
I
at all.
I do because
And we sold Jimmy Garner. And we sold Jimmy Garner.
Oh,
On
we
top
did.
of
We did.
that,
We did.
okay,
We did.
yeah, that one
makes
I'll give you Garner. Iqbal and Savage. Um, Iqbal for me is a lot like Angel Gomez. He needs to bulk up. He needs to bulk up for this league. It's one reason why we got rid of Angel Gomez. He was too
yeah,
small and he was
yeah.
getting bashed off. I think Iqbal needs to bulk up. So I think him loaning out. I think Savage isn't good enough for United. I'll say this now.
No, but I get that, right? But given the context of our season that day this year, getting rid of midfielders when we have none doesn't seem like a sound strategy.
But in all honesty, Nathan, it only became a problem March time, April time when
But
Cash.
none of us were happy we sold Garner anyway. I don't think any of us were happy he sold Garner.
I wasn't.
He did that in September.
Like I believe that he should have given Ghana a chance. To be honest,
And Garner was injured, but he played 35 games in the championship. Like, come on, it's not like he was injured the whole year around.
yeah,
You can't sell the player that played.
like he
He
didn't
went
even
up
wait
with
to-
Nottingham Forest. Like, why don't you just loan him back to Nottingham Forest? Why sell him? Like there's so many other options we could have done for Ghana, and he's a homegrown talent. He's English. We could have
Hmm.
gotten rid of our other English player we don't want. It wouldn't have affected our quota. It's like, I mean, you got to call it out. Like some of the strategies. Listen, I'm not saying they're Manchester United level. What I am saying is though they could have made up the squad for last year. So that's what my argument is. I'm only talking about last year. They could have played parts of this season and we could have gone, oh, he's not good enough. He's got to go. He would be part of that keep sell loan thing we do at the end of the season.
Hmm.
But what we did was put him on loan, and we don't know how good they are at all.
How Nathan?
all.
How would you rate Amad Diallo's performance for Sunderland?
yeah,
So basically, we don't get championship here. So I have to be very upfront with you about that. We don't get a championship in India. However,
Yeah. I don't
if you
really
just
watch
go
it.
by his own performances, a lot of people have praised him. I did see the playoff game. The playoff game was pretty, I think he showed up very well there for Sunderland.
Hmm.
What I will say is because we have so many wingers, the winger issue is a little bit of a
but easy.
should we have not loaned him? Should we have loaned him? Should we have not loaned him? You can argue because of the players we have. But a lot of people say he plays up front. I don't think he's going to play up front if Martial's fit. And I don't think he's going to get picked over
Wouldn't
Rashford if Rashford's
but
fit.
wouldn't he be
No,
on the
he's
right?
going to go on the
But
wings.
I need
No,
him
but
on
I'm
the
saying,
right. I need him on the
but we
wing.
can't have him on
Yeah.
the right, right? Because Ten Hag's going to
Why?
pick Anthony. Anthony is a
No,
signing.
we
He's
need him
picked
as an
Anthony even when
option.
Anthony wasn't
But
good.
as an option, what do we
We need
people
him
as an
as an
No,
option?
but
option.
he has picked Anthony when we have other right wingers, even when Anthony was not good. So why would he pick Diallo? That's what I'm trying to
Well,
say. I'm not arguing with you all about options. I'm saying even when he had bad stints and Pelestri was on the bench, Pelestri didn't get a game during those bad stints. He barely got an appearance. So what makes you think he would have put Diallo in front of him? That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. For options, yes, but he's not using the options we have anyway. He's letting the bad players in bad form play.
I do
So
agree. Yeah, I
yes.
agree, Nathan. But the thing is, what I was going to, because I've seen a lot of people praising Ahmed, and I don't watch Championship. I don't even watch. I don't even watch Premiership unless it's United. It's very rare that you'll see me watching Liverpool versus City. I'm a football fan, but I don't care about any other team but United. I won't be watching the Champions League final next week. I don't care about it. I hardly
So
watch the
so
World
how
Cup.
so how do you keep track of players then? Like in general, like if you're gonna watch.
Um, highlights or reading about it, but I've seen like so many people praising Ahmed, and in personally, his stats for the league that he was in wasn't, in my opinion, that good.
Mm.
For the division that he's in, he should have been and the praise he's been getting, he should have been getting much more. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, everyone's like, oh, he should walk into the United team next season, or he should definitely come off the bench. Those stats, in my opinion, will be like maybe 2 goals and 3 assists for us.
I'm
Yes,
thinking more so at
he will
least
be
let him
playing
have
with
an
better players.
opportunity for preseason, you know? It's kind of what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean they'll all be in the camp for preseason. So we are gonna
Yeah.
see who
but
he
the
plays
thing
in
about it,
preseason.
remember our
Guys,
manager, he
guys,
has a
you know what? Let's just actually, since we literally have started to talk about the players, let's start rating them. And then we'll focus on each player.
Is anybody else joining us before we start? Because once we start, then
You know
we'll
what?
have to go back,
It
right?
is what Eddie said at the time earlier today that he wasn't able to come. Ola, I have no idea. He hasn't answered me back, so we're just gonna start. Is basically what it is. I'm thinking. So yeah, since we already started with talking about Diallo, let me just bring the list that I have, and we can just start to rate him first. Actually, so give me 1 second. Here, we remove
I want to
this.
check what Amad Diallo did this season.
mm,
Here we go.
No, I'll be very honest. I don't watch it. We don't actually get the championship. If you ask me, I've always said this. People always laugh at me, but I've always said this.
Mm-hmm.
The championship is a top five league in the world, and I would argue it's the most difficult league in the world to get promoted out
it,
of.
well, especially next season. I wouldn't say it was top 5, but I would put it in the top 10.
Okay, fair enough.
I would, because
Okay.
obviously I wouldn't say it was bigger than Serie A, Premier League,
No, not bigger.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh no
rating
no
it
no
in
no.
terms of difficulty,
Oh,
not
okay,
not
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah,
got you.
difficulty. I only in
Difficulty.
difficult terms of
That's what I've
difficulty.
heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, let me just read some of the comments before we fully start. Big up to everybody that's here. Big up to Raul and KFC, the City supporters, to be having discussion about the Champions League. All I'm gonna say is Forza Inter, and hold that when you don't get the treble. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, but regardless, we move. Um,
I say the latter part of what Sophie said. The first part is involves players I have no interest in. So
I say if City win on Saturday, I don't care because it won't be as good as ours.
they will not win more than you believe. Big up to Hung. He says, "Okay, come, Soph DDG. My timing. Okay, okay." Tolum says Leicester ain't coming back to the league anytime soon. You know, it's the drop off has been quite sad. Big up to Harry as well. Harry, I'm gonna save this. You already started to rate Anthony, and people feel free to join in on the ratings and whatnot. And Tolumba, I did see the same with Anolin as well. You guys already made some comments about the hair, so I will be posting that up and we'll discuss it. But I want to do that once we actually get to the hair. So
oh,
first one,
Harry's in the chat, guys.
yeah, I know. At least we aren't rating Harry Glass Ankles Kane. Oh, aren't we? You sure?
Let's go!
Come on!
Sorry. Yeah. It
I
is
think
what it is.
apparently Madrid are front runners now since they have decided
Yeah.
Benzema is going to go.
Yeah.
Me and Sophia
Imagine
had a
though.
chat about that earlier, but I'll save it for another day.
Yeah, you know what? We will save it for another day. But I think I might be the only one that actually want Kane. Potentially, I might persuade Choppers, but we'll talk about that another day. All right,
Nah,
buddy?
I'm for Kane. I'm for whatever experienced striker we have right now. To be honest, I just don't
Yes.
want Martial anymore. I'm done with him.
Hey, you know what? Hold that thought of Martial, but we will talk about it first and foremost. Since we started to talk about Diallo, what are we giving him? Obviously, as you guys can
Not enough
see,
data.
what?
Not enough data.
Well, that's
Okay,
for you. That's for you because you don't follow it.
but I
No,
think
Okay,
no,
so have you and Choppers, have you and Sophia been watching the championship?
Yeah,
the
I've
thing
been
is,
watching
though,
him
guys,
play.
yeah, but
Like,
the thing is,
guys,
this is
Okay,
about United.
yeah, that's what I wanted to start to say.
okay,
Actually, I shouldn't have
okay,
said what should we give him. Actually, players that haven't really played in the Man United kit this
okay,
season,
okay, okay,
I think
okay.
should be not enough
yeah,
data.
let's not
Oh,
go
okay,
about them. All those that on loan, just put them not enough data.
Yeah, well,
okay.
we get, but if you guys think that he will be somebody that we can use for
I
next
think we should give
season?
him a chance. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
I
agree.
think I think he'll be in the squad next season. I think
yeah,
Palestri
I
will go
think
on loan.
yeah, we should give him a
I
chance
think
and
yeah,
show what he
I
have.
think Ahmed will stay. Palestri will
Okay,
leave on
okay,
loan.
Yeah,
okay,
because Pelestri might go back on loan because
okay.
they wanted to give him a extend his contract and stuff. Give Pelestri a loan move, but I don't. To me, I don't know why he didn't give Pelestri more minutes. To be honest,
Fair.
because
Okay.
Personally,
basically when he came on,
I'd keep Ahmed and Palestri and get rid of Sancho and Anthony.
Ooh. You know what, guys? Next Sunday, I'm gonna do a show where I basically just be doing like a keep loan sell. So let's maybe then have that discussion. If you guys are free to join, you're more than
Yeah,
welcome to. We can talk off air. But now maybe we can just focus on actually just rating the actual seasons. Now the hair. Let me just
the
read some of the
so
comments
okay,
here.
so A, B, and C is what? Like A is excellent, right?
Yes. B is like, hey,
Um,
you did very good. C is
not
like,
good.
okay, you alright. D, okay, I'll say average. E, meh. F, oh,
Shit.
horrible.
the
Shite.
hair, I'll go for a
Wait, wait,
D for the hair.
wait. Before you start, I just want to read some of the comments here when it comes to regarding to the hair.
Nathan, stop smiling, man.
Come on, man. Come
I'm gonna save
on.
that, Harry. Feel free to join in, people,
Oh, I'm gonna
because
trigger
this is
people
gonna
today.
have a lot of oof. We're gonna be here for a long time. And thoughts on the Hair's overall season, we will talk about that. We didn't threaten their goalkeeper too. Okay, in regards to yesterday's game, says
That is
Tolumba.
true.
Alan says David De Gea had made howlers this season. The Everton,
Ninety-three
Sevilla, Man
saves.
City, and West Ham games. I think he needs competition. I think he needs competition as well, and that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Okay, go ahead, Choppers. You were saying a D.
No. I changed my mind. Nathan made me change my mind because
It's okay.
I'll
We're
Bringing
give
out
gonna
the
it.
do this
stats,
as a
I'll go
people.
for
Bringing
C.
out the
I'll go
stats.
for C. I'll go for
C.
C. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I agree
because
with C.
let's be honest, right? He
Okay.
won the Golden Gloves in the Premier League, right?
Mhm.
But that Golden Glove wasn't based on him. That Golden Glove was actually based on the defense in Martinez and Varane. Yeah,
Oh.
don't get me wrong. He saved us a couple of times, right? But majority of times, he actually led to certain goals.
Okay.
So that's why I'll give him a C. C for
There's
you know what? Just C. Just C. I'll give him a C. Let me hear what Nathan.
everybody in favor of C say C.
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 I
C.
C C.
I think. I mean, I'm going to say this about De Gea. Yeah, people can go on about his howlers because people always remember them. I'm not saying I'd want him to stay. I'm not saying I want him to go. That'll be next week. I'm saying this is stay, but he made some really good crucial saves for us this season.
Yes,
He kept us in
I
game.
agree.
He
I
made
agree.
mistakes. He made mistakes, but you try and tell me one player that did not make a mistake this season. I mean, I've just got his stats up. he faced 144 shots and saved 101 of them, which was 70.14% of shots that he faced, he saved. Now, I'm not comparing it to anybody else because I don't know if, but I mean, 70% could be a bit better, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
I
a C.
think a C.
What you think, Nathan?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Just to piggyback off that. So Chopper said it has something to do with the defense. Okay. So that's great. Get ready for this stuff. Um, so Edison has made 46 saves. He averages 0.9 goals a game conceded. David De Gea concedes 1.1 goals a game. If you take out the City and Liverpool scores, he concedes less goals than Edison, but he's made double the saves. If City's defense is better than ours, you'd get a stat like 46 saves made in 35 games. But David De Gea had to make 101 saves in 37 games. So actually, our defense was more open than City's defense. And even though you take out Liverpool and City's game, and our actual goals conceded would be less than City's this season, it's because of two big games that our goals have been conceded. We have conceded only, I think we're the third best defense overall. So if what you say is facts, it's based on the defense, then they would have Edison like numbers, but he actually has made 100 saves, not 46. 46 and 100 saves is a big difference. By the way, in all top four, goalkeepers, all top four goalkeepers, whatever the style of goalkeeper they are, he has the most saves by them, and they're all way below 70 saves. So I mean, he has saved more. It's facts. It's like actual facts.
Yeah, okay. He has saved more.
Which means our defense has been more exposed. No, I'm trying to get. I'm not talking about his saves. I'm talking about our defense has actually exposed him more. Because if we had a better defense, it would be Edison numbers. I'm actually trying to explain that Man City's numbers are better because their defense has actually helped. Because saving 46 shots, in 35 games is you're not doing any work for a lot of games. You're not doing any work.
I understand that. That's why sometimes they say you don't base a game based on stats alone.
No, but we're talking about saves, no? We're talking about actual saves.
Yes.
Made 101 saves.
Yes. But then what I'm saying is that in game, you could see the difference. Okay, Edison and De Gea, who relieves pressure off the whole team.
No, I agree. I agree with I'm what I'm trying to say is the defense has actually not been as helpful as we think. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I'll complain certain of them, some defenders, certain of them. I hold my hand. But what I'm saying as well too is that De Gea has been part of a defense that when we were doing good as well, right? When we had Martinez, we had Varane. He was part of that defense that was strong. He was part of that back five that was actually working, you know. So, but then in that defense as well, he was also contributing to some of the errors in that defense where he was getting exposed and had to be making saves after saves after saves because of some of the blunders and errors he made. You understand? So yes, he made saves, but then let's be honest. When we look at the game, because remember, the stats don't look at, okay, who made the mistake that why David De Gea had to save about 5 shots within that same play. You understand what I'm saying? So we didn't see when he made that error. Okay, let's say he kicked the ball to a Man City player, and then we were on the attack, and then he had to make about 2 saves at that same time. You understand? So the stats don't show that because.
Yeah, but I remember many times where David De Gea had to make a double save.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. So that's where the stats go up. That's where you're gonna see.
No, but the double save means the defense has not done their job after he's made the first save, right?
Potentially. Well, there's a comment here by Raul.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes.
You want to address this one, David? This comment by Raul.
Rahul, if you want to find a big error made by Edison, sorry, not whatever I said, just go back to the Manchester derby on the 8th of March, the last game before lockdown, my birthday, and go and find out how McTominay scored, because that was a massive big error by Edison.
Oh,
Yes, that was an error, but that was like
It was
that
an
was
error.
a one-off, man. Like, let's
He
be
makes
honest,
he
that was
makes
a one-off.
errors, but his
That
He
defense
was a
does
helps him
one-off.
out.
errors, though. Hey, if it comes to like goalkeeper, no. Hey,
well, hold on. Well, let's put it
Edison
this way. Let's put it this
must
way.
be making mistakes.
Allison wins goalkeeper of the year, but Liverpool spent how many weeks were they in the bottom half of the table?
Yeah.
What? Because he distributes well, he gets goalkeeper of the year. Come on, man.
And his save percentage is actually worse than De Gea's.
But I think
Exactly.
Allison has helped him out. They've
Yeah,
everybody else has
but
just
the
been
save
shit.
but the save percentage is lower.
Mm.
They have been in the bottom half of the league because they have been conceding goals by every team. How is this possible? How can he win goalkeeper of the year based on
But
this?
Yeah.
can we rate them based on what we see than stats?
No,
Yeah.
we can't though,
Sometimes-
because the
sometimes-
101 saves are the most saves made in the league. He should get an A
No, like,
because
no,
he's made the
no.
most saves in the league.
No.
but
As a
we have to
goalkeeper.
go on what we see. What
Okay,
what
guys,
caused the
as a
problem?
collective, the thing is though, we all have to kind of like we have to.
No, but what I'm trying to, I get that, right? But what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is if we go by what we see, he made the most saves in the league. He should get an A. Goalkeeper saves shots.
Sometimes stats don't
Yeah,
show the
but
bigger
his
picture.
overall season though, there's been some games where he hasn't been on it, so I can't give him an A. I can give him a
But-
C. And
but
this comes
stat-
from
So
me.
you give
I
him,
love him.
you give
him
a
an A.
golden glove winner. You give a golden glove
Yes,
winner. See,
yes,
Yes.
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 100. This once again, this comes from me. I love the dude. I am a. But come on
No,
now.
it's not about that. You can't give the best goalkeeper factually in the league a C. Like,
I think you can though.
You can. If he's,
what's the
he's
point of
been
being the best
horrible.
goalkeeper then? Who? Okay,
But-
which
but
other
but
person that's the
let's
best
be
in the league gets a C?
Brother, let's be.
No, I'm just saying.
Are we gonna
Which
keep it 100 or not? Listen,
David
listen.
yeah,
Gea got
101
golden glove.
saves.
It doesn't mean
Very
that
100.
he was that
Oh my
good as a goalkeeper. It just mean that at
That
the
golden
time-
glove was also. Let's be. Hey, it also a part of it is with the defense as well.
Yeah, that's what
100%.
I'm saying.
But I just explained to you that it's not
That's
the case.
why I'm saying
So
let's
Nathan-
not watch it on stats, because
Oh,
if
wait,
we gotta
wait.
watch
No,
it
but-
on stats,
Wait,
But
what
the
are
only-
you, David? What are you?
Chopper,
What are you saying?
but Choppers, the only stat I'm talking about is actual goals saved.
Okay, I get that.
That's
I
what the
get
goalkeeper's
C.
job is.
Okay.
Wait,
I
hold
said
on a
C,
minute.
but what's
Choppers, we
Nathan
sat
saying?
here yesterday. Hold on.
Okay.
We sat here yesterday and I asked
Yep.
you a very simple question. How many of the goalkeepers in the world play out from the back? Total. At the end of the day, their job is still to save a ball. Last time I checked.
yes, that's true. But then again, how can I say that? I know we won't win with you because
No, it's not
we
about,
won't
dude.
win.
I just
But
put
then
up
I'm
Edison's
saying,
facts. That
let's
is
not
proof that
watch
their defense
on
is
stats
better.
alone.
But
Let's
guys,
not watch on stats
you have
alone.
you
Let's
need
watch
balance. You
overall.
can't just base everything on stats. You need balance. I have eyes as well, people.
But Sophia,
Both of
Majority
it.
of the
Sophia,
time-
if I
the
told,
majority of
would
the
you
time-
believe it?
What?
Would you believe it if I
Nathan.
told you that Edison has only made one save a game the whole
Nathan,
season?
Nathan, where would
You
you
say
rate
you say
Gea?
we have to look at it on eyes, right? Would you believe it if I told you he only makes one save a game?
And
Because
why
we
is
don't
that?
pay
Why
attention.
is that?
Because we don't pay attention like that. We don't pay attention like that. That's the truth. But that's what
But
I'm
we
saying.
have to
That
look
is
at
an
what
actual
Guys, you gotta
contributing.
make a
decision.
decision now. Come on
No,
now.
no. What I'm trying to say is that is an actual contributing factor to a good defense. The fact
get
that he
that.
has to actually make less saves.
I get that.
Yes.
That's fair.
Nathan, where would you rate him?
I would give him a B. And if we didn't concede 6-3 and 7-0 at Anfield, we'd have the best defense in the league. I'd give him an A.
Okay, fair.
Because those are the only two blunders that we lost really badly.
I'm not talking about really
I
bad.
wouldn't even
We-
blame
Nah, bro,
him.
I care about wins,
okay,
bro.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it.
Are you
I don't
rating
even
it
blame
just
him
on the Premier League.
entirely on that, to be honest.
On the Premier League.
No, but that's what I'm
You have
saying.
to
If we
rate
didn't
it
concede those, I would give him an A.
overall. We rating that season overall. And
No, he got 18 clean sheets. What do you want from him? Like, what do you want from him? Like, seriously.
But
Okay,
he's the team.
Okay,
The
guys,
team. Yes, he's the
we gotta
goalkeeper.
make
But
a
at the end of the
decision.
day,
Yeah, I
He's
think we're
the
getting
team.
sidetracked here. Otherwise, it'll
Guys,
be.
we're
No,
going a
we
little
don't-
bit.
Okay,
We can have a
okay,
proper
hold on a
show
minute.
about
How many-
goalkeepers.
Okay.
3-1.
No,
Hold
guys,
It's a team.
now Sophie got to put her foot down. We gotta
Wait,
keep
hold
going.
on. Yeah, I'll just ask all of y'all one question. How many
Go.
games do you think Martinez missed this season?
How many? What? What was the question?
How many games do you think Martinez has missed this season
About
in the league?
15.
Okay. How many games do you think Varane has missed this season?
Oh, there's definitely more.
About
20,
about
21.
about 21. About.
No,
I'm
I'm
talking
only
about
talking about
season
Premier
season.
League, guys. I'm only talking about Premier League here. Just Premier
But we're
League.
talking
Can
about
we?
the whole season, though.
No, we're talking
Oh,
about Premier
guys,
League because we're
guys,
talking about. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
is this? Can we? Can we just make a decision, people?
Three to
Well,
one.
my
That's a
point was if
C.
you take all the number of games the supposed best defense has missed, he's actually we have missed a lot of games without a actual
I,
starting centre back pairing.
Three to
So
one.
that's what I
Three
was
to
going to
that's
say.
one.
yep.
Let's
No,
go
I get
on.
that.
David there a C. 3-1.
See, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I,
Listen, man,
I'm
I
gonna say
already
C
told
as
Sofia,
well.
y'all get a new goalkeeper next year, and he
No,
doesn't save
I
I'm
shots.
not.
I'm coming for
still
No,
everybody.
Nathan,
listen.
I'm not. We need a new goalkeeper, but to give him a B or an A, I'm sorry. It's overall in season. He's made mistakes. He's made some great saves. I'm a De Gea fan.
Same.
Um, I'm not saying I want De Gea to leave. I'll be happy for him to stay and be rotational with whoever we bring in. But to give him an A or a B,
But
I mean,
Last
yeah,
season,
I'm
100%.
I
Oof.
agree. He got golden glove, and to do that, you need to be a good goalkeeper. I
Yeah,
mean, but
but
for
why we
me,
act like C is bad? C is that's
yes,
good.
he's
but
decent.
let's be honest. No one's gonna get an A in this team. I'm serious.
Well, nobody's.
Oh,
Uh,
Who?
oh,
choppers.
Who?
oh,
Some we will get to
Who?
that. Next one is
Oh
Casemiro.
goodness. I'll give Casemiro a B.
I agree.
I agree.
I would if it wasn't for the second suspension, I would have said A.
Yeah,
I
but that
wouldn't
wasn't
say
his
A.
fault.
No, I know, no,
Nah,
but
he
I'm
missed too many
saying,
games.
but that is a
A
part of
B,
it
a
as
Yeah,
B.
well. Like
And the reason why he got a B is because he missed 9 games, and that's 9 crucial games for us.
And then he missed games at the start of the season as well.
And then
So
he missed, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
because he wasn't
we all
up to
agree
the
on B.
standard.
yeah,
So a
B, yeah,
B.
That's fair. Hey, okay,
yeah.
let's go, Luke Shaw.
Luke
B.
Shaw a C.
No. It's got to be a B.
I want to say B
B,
as well. I
I'll,
think
I'll
he's
B.
tell you
been.
why.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
One,
go ahead before I
Oh,
one,
you
he's
know
before
what?
I.
You
performed.
know what? I'll go to a B. Tell you why he kept Maguire out of the squad.
That's a B for
I'll
No,
tell you
me.
why.
seriously, B, B, B.
He's
Go
a
ahead.
B
Why,
Sorry,
because
David?
B.
he started at left back. He went into the centre of mid defence, and
Mhm.
even position, he was great. Yes,
Yeah,
Yep.
at the start of the season he was a bit uneven, but we were still
Yeah.
learning the ways of how we were playing. When he came back into the team, he was unstoppable. As soon as he
Yep.
got back into that team, he wasn't letting anybody get back into that.
yes,
I
especially
agree.
And
Maguire,
Shaky
right?
start,
Yeah, so yeah,
but he turned it around when he got his
yes,
opportunity
yeah,
again.
yeah,
So he ran
and
with it
he's my
100%.
brother from another mother, as
Hey,
Sophia
yeah,
knows because of my last name.
yeah.
yes,
So yeah, I
and
agree. A B. Everybody agree. B for Luke
Yeah.
Shaw.
agree.
Yeah.
Speaking of your brother from another mother, Rashford, what are we
A,
giving him?
all day long.
Oh, I mean, this is his best
A,
goal
A.
contributions in terms of season. So,
It's got to be an A. 30
Uh,
goals.
B minus.
No one's done it since Van Persie. Yes, he's had
B
his
plus.
games where he's
A.
been a bit
B
sloppy.
plus.
Yeah,
B plus.
but it's an
I
A.
would say B, man. I kind of
Nah,
want
it's
to
got to
say
be an A.
B.
It's got to be
B
an A.
plus.
For me,
To me,
he's
no
probably
one
the only
can get an
person here that
A
could
in that
possibly even get
team,
an A.
though. To me, no one can get an A in that team.
Some people will get an A. Trust me, some people
I
are getting
honestly
it.
think, Rashford and yeah, Rob, I'm being serious, mate. Honestly, he's popped up. He's popped up with goals when we've
But there's
needed
been
him.
some games where he hasn't been. Nah, a B, a
Yeah,
B,
but is
a
that his
B.
fault? Look at yesterday. Like I said earlier on, it was his service. He just wasn't getting the service.
No, but he's still. Mm,
It's got to be an A. It's got to
Brad.
be an A. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Uh,
He's
okay.
okay,
he got
What you say, Nathan? What you
fans.
say,
He got
Nathan?
player of the season from the
okay.
fans, but he
And,
also
and
got
and the players as well.
yeah, he
I
also
know.
got the Players Player of the Year award. So
You
the
know what?
players.
Give him an A. Tell you why?
He,
Because he showed up. This season he showed up.
he
He
has
Yes,
came
showed
up
up.
with 30,
and he
30
shut a
plus
lot of
goals.
people up.
So he
That
showed up.
is a good point.
Yeah. So
Okay,
give him an A. I'll give him an A.
now it matters on Nathan. Nathan, what are you saying? A or B? Because I'll say my thoughts
you
after
know
you.
what? I'll give him an A. Just I want to give him a B, but I'll give him an A because he's had
Okay,
his season. Yeah, last
Yeah,
season
he
was
had a
just
good
I'll
season.
give him
I
an
ain't
A
gonna
then.
give him an A.
This is a democracy, so I'm good. Yeah, okay.
I'm happy now. I'm happy now. I'm
Lisandro
happy now.
Martinez. I'm putting him an A right now. I'm telling you right now. He's going to A. I'm sorry.
You know what? A, give him an A. That's my guy. Give him an
Nathan, you
A.
want to say Nathan? Huh?
Give him an A.
B.
B.
I'd
why?
give him a B.
B.
Yeah, he was part of that city. He was part of the City and Brentford loss.
And Liverpool.
Wasn't Rashford a part of it as well?
But he was with Maguire though.
I was
He
going to
was
give
with
Rashford a B,
Maguire.
but he was horrible
He was
last
with
season.
Maguire. He was with Maguire.
Doesn't
And
matter.
he was trying to adapt to the league.
Hallelujah. Oh my gosh.
Everyone write him off. Everyone said he wasn't good
No,
enough.
I
see, listen,
agree.
man, I don't listen to pundits. I take it into account that he was part of that
I ain't
City
gonna
and
lie.
Brentford loss.
We lost against City yesterday because of we not having Martinez. He is the backbone. He is the one who pushes the team forward.
Tell him.
Oh,
Yes.
hey, that's
Hey.
it.
Can I persuade one of you
Hey.
guys?
Yeah,
Oh, big up to Miguel.
I do think though. I mean, for
We
Liverpool,
needed a
especially the Liverpool
character
game,
like
he was
that,
very,
guys.
very
We've
poor.
been talking about
But
having
no,
a
he has
character
done well. He has come in. And in
The
my
first
opinion, and this
season.
is actually my honest opinion, out of all the centre backs, I only think Martinez has a starting place next season.
Yes.
Out of all the centre backs,
Out
So
of
that
all of them,
means
yes,
that
that's
you're
true.
giving.
I'll give him an A.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
Your
let's be
other
honest,
brother from
on
another
Martinez,
mother.
one more point, right? All the years, right?
Yep.
Well, okay, two years ago or whatever, we've been talking about, we need more character in this team. We need someone to be there. He brought all of that. For us not to be at, no, Martinez an A. He is that character, and he's what we've been looking for.
That
We
is
need
also
more of him.
an
We need
attribute
more of
100.
him.
You better preach, shoppers. Yes.
Because even yesterday, right? If we had a character like Martinez on that field yesterday, to me, we would have gone to draw the game or go to penalties or something. No one wasn't putting their body on the line and stuff like that yesterday. But having Martinez, he does that.
He does put his body on the line.
Yes, he does that.
He does. 100%. He's always up for a fight. He does.
Llewellyn,
Damn.
you say Marcus with no goals had no impact. He's a goal scorer. So
But that's still,
So that's
we
his,
needed
that's
that.
his impact. That's
so
his
That
impact.
is an impact.
That's what he is. That's his
Come on.
impact. If he didn't have the
Because
goal,
without no goals, where would we be? We
Exactly.
have Vegas, Martial never fit. We have Vegas, Martial never fit. Right?
Yeah,
Without
that's
Rashford,
Rob.
we wouldn't have anything.
Rob,
Of course, it's a-
Rashford had
Go
bad
ahead.
games. I'm not saying
Yeah.
he didn't, but
No,
Martinez had bad games.
Yes.
Casemiro had bad games. That Seville game, Casemiro gave a sloppy ball away, and luckily the goal was offside. But nobody talked about that because it was Casemiro.
He was also responsible for the second goal at home at Old Trafford. He was also responsible for the second goal.
Yeah, and he was
Wasn't it also a
responsible
penalty
for another
given?
goal that game, but it was disallowed.
No, that penalty was
People
one.
don't talk about it because his name's not Maguire.
Okay.
That's true.
Fred?
I'll let everyone talk first.
Okay.
Fred, I'll give
Top
Fred
I'll give him a C.
I was going to say that as well. A strong, good C. You're nodding, David. You agree?
C plus.
Okay. We can say like a C plus.
Okay, sorry. What is sorry, Choppers?
C. I'll give him a C.
So can I ask you something? Because we're doing a tier list.
Go ahead.
We put Fred and De Gea at C. Do you think they had the same kind of good season?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say yes.
Shot, man. Fred wasn't even getting into the team.
Yeah,
Come
because
on, man.
But De Gea was getting to the team. Let's be honest. De Gea was getting into the team because they ain't got no competition for him.
exactly, Rahul. Right. Why did we
Choppers? No, hold on. Wait a
Why
minute,
did
Choppers.
we
If
beat
Fred is excellent, he will get into the
Fred
team no
is
matter
excellent.
what.
That's
Fred
not
is
excellent.
excellent. Fred's world class. World class Fred.
What?
Yes. Why did we beat City at Old Trafford? Because of Fred. Fred had KDB in his pocket that day. And
majority of the starting of the season when we were doing good, right? Fred was in that team.
Yes.
Right? And then when we were doing bad, and then we had to rely on Fred to come and change the game, certain games,
Yeah.
you know.
I think
So let's be
especially
honest
post
about that.
World Cup, I
Because
think.
I remember Fred was on the game on the bench couple of games, and then when he came in, we
Yes.
actually changed, and there was ones where he
Leeds.
scored. He
I wouldn't say B.
assisted
That's too far.
when he came
I
when he
would.
came on. So a
I
C is
would, but I would
there.
have got outvoted.
Yeah,
But the
he's a
thing
C.
is,
He's a
look
C.
at that. Who provided the best assist of the entire season?
Bro,
Fred
against Fred last week.
Yes,
That was
yes.
fantastic.
That was
That
a
was good.
fantastic. Everyone in the
Ariel
world said,
is
"What a
sarcastic.
pass!" Everyone came out of their mouth and said, "What
He
a
ain't world
pass!"
class. Like that's a bit,
But
too
he ain't
far.
world
But
class though. He ain't
Sophia,
world
good.
class.
Sophia knows.
I
Pasta.
wouldn't go as far as say world
he
Yeah.
class.
started. He
Fred.
started 12 games in the Premier League.
Levelin says I'm with Nathan today.
Levelin, we are always on the same page. I see your ratings.
Yeah, often.
Fred,
up,
for
Ming.
me, deserves a new contract. We should not get rid of
How
Fred.
can all of you all say he had the same season as De Gea when he made 12 Premier League starts?
Because
12.
Wait.
It wasn't just about the Premier League. He
I'm-
did it in
I'm
It
Europe.
doesn't
open.
matter though. He
You
couldn't
know-
get into the teams.
But
That's
it's
the
not about
point.
Premier League. It's about
You're
the
not getting it,
overall season,
Chopper. You're
Nathan.
not getting it. He couldn't
gonna
get into the,
replace De Gea?
Okay,
into
one
the
at a
league.
time. One at a time.
But it's
so we can
not.
hear
I'm
You
you.
not
guys aren't
talking about
understanding.
Premier
The league
League.
is every week. The league
But
is every week.
nobody's going
He
to
can't get into the team
Overall
every week.
season.
But we're
Nobody
talking
is
about
not-
the
to come in
entire
and replace
season,
De Gea.
though, Nathan.
But
This is
you
the
don't
entire
understand what I'm trying to
season,
say.
not just
He,
week.
so
Without
when
Fred,
we don't have cup
we win
games,
the Carabao Cup without Fred.
I mean,
Yeah,
he must
why
have got
not?
about 3 goals in the league. Cup
why
alone.
not?
Majority of our games we play good. Fred plays good, you know.
He played.
but
he played
Fred
excellent.
hasn't
Don't
played
get
the
me wrong,
majority
don't
of
get
our
me wrong.
games.
Fred is not world class because Fred is like an old car where you gotta jump it before it starts to work.
You know what?
properly.
The more I
You
think about it, I'm
understand?
like,
Fred
So-
has not even played the same amount of games.
It doesn't
What are you
matter.
talking
When
about?
he's-
But
when he's-
they're not in the
That's
same-
not
how
his
can we-
fault.
But the hair you can compare the hair and Fred. The hair is a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Well,
The
you're
hair
putting
can
them
play
right next to each other and saying they have the same
we
kind of
can't say
season.
Nathan. You know when he said that, I'm like, yeah. Do I feel? I'm
Wait, can I say
open.
one more thing?
Not
Wait,
world class. not
so
world class.
one more thing, just to add to this.
Go
The
ahead.
reason I'm saying he had 12 starts and he played 35 out of the 38 games, but he had 12 starts. The reason I'm taking the league as an example is because when we don't have cup games, we play the league every week and he can't get into the team. A. B, if you
You
can't
know
get
what
into
I
the team,
feel,
no,
Nathan?
hold on. And if you
Go
can't get
ahead.
into the team,
Sorry.
if you
Yeah.
can't get into the team, you don't have enough minutes to make a mistake or make an impact. So it's really easy to talk about the goalkeeper who's playing the entire game. It's a lot easier on average to make a mistake if you're playing the whole game instead of 20 minutes.
But then
Okay.
remember, tell you
Played
why
12
you
mi- he's played 12
Okay.
starts.
Wait,
12
can I
starts
just
in
add
the league.
something? Now I feel like you're almost persuading me. Now I'm like, should I?
Okay.
I mean, it
should
can't.
we
It
go?
can't mathematically
wait,
be the
wait,
same
wait.
ranking.
Wait, just one thing. Should we then? Because now I'm like, do I really feel like the hair and we act
Right.
okay? What
The
if we
hair
put the
has
hair
a
up
different
B
position than Fred.
and Fred?
Okay,
He has
what
a
about-
Fred
okay,
to
different
C?
right, listen to this.
Fred has
Fred
played 2
is-
games in the FA Cup
Wait,
and he
let's
started
just David
1.
speak for a second. Go ahead, David.
Fred is a CDM. He's not there for his goals. He's not there for his assists. He's not. He is there to show fight, and he's there to stop the ball. He got 6 goals, 6 assists, and
That's
people
been
like
good.
people like Sancho, Anthony, people that were further ahead of him. I don't
Yes,
even think they got
yes,
that many
yes.
goals and assists. He may have only
Casemiro
been a
has
squad player,
13
but
GNAs.
the impact
Fucking hell.
that he had is it's a C. I would have said
Casemiro
a
missed
B. I would have
Casemiro
honestly
missed
said a B,
15
but I would have
games
got
and he
outvoted.
has 13 goals and assists.
How many games Fred missed?
Who's got
He's
13?
missed all the games. He's played 2 games in the FA Cup. He started 1, so he's
No,
played
but
14 games.
how many games? Like meaning that how many games?
He's not
was
even
he on the
based
bench
on the
for all
maths.
games?
Based on the
Box to
maths
box,
here,
I
he's
agree.
not even played 25 games.
But I think Fred was injured at the time. That's why I think he couldn't get.
Doesn't
into the
matter
team.
though. He can't have the
Now
same
remember,
season then.
the manager is loyal to players that okay.
Oh wait,
Fred is not
Guys,
there.
what if? Okay, because now I'm like, what if just a hypothetical? Because I'm sorry to feel you, Nathan. I get it. What if we put the hair on B and keep Fred on C?
I'm just
No
all I'm
problem.
saying is you can put them wherever you want. I'm just saying if you come on as a substitute for the majority of the season, play 20 minutes, you're less likely to make a mistake
let me
because you're
see
not
what-
playing the whole game.
Let
That's
me
it.
see what
Facts.
rating you'll give Garnacho. Let me see what rating you'll give Garnacho.
Okay, you know
Because
what?
Garnacho hasn't been
You
starting for the
guys,
whole game, but
guys.
coming on as a sub and doing an
Yep.
impact. Let me see what rating you'll give him.
Okay.
Because Fred, when Fred comes on, he has an impact. That's
Not
why
always.
you rate the player.
Not always.
I absolutely don't agree with that.
No, I
Not
don't agree with
always.
that
I
either.
absolutely don't
Not
agree
all.
with that at
I'll,
all.
Choppers.
hold on,
At all.
hold
Choppers,
on,
that's-
actually. I'll
Choppers, that's
agree.
capped. That's capped.
I'll agree that he does make an impact, but there was a game. There was a game. I can't remember which one it was. He came on and he did make a mistake. That was his impact.
Yes.
But when
David,
he is
it doesn't
on
matter
it,
if he makes impacts or not is not the point. The point is what Sophie said at the beginning of the ranking list is based on the number of games. He's not played. He's not even started 20 games this season. If
we
you come on
looking
as a
at
substitute
played
and play 15
games?
minutes,
But can we
He played
focus on the games
15.
that they had played?
Let's
56
he's
focus
played
games.
on
12 games in the
overall.
league,
He
4 games
played-
in the EFL Cup, one
Okay.
game in the
So-
one game in the
Guys,
FA Cup. He's not played
okay.
20 games.
But
Just to
listen,
move the
that coming on
conversation.
as a sub is not playing games, right? Or wrong?
What?
Sorry, what? Say that again?
Coming in as a sub, does it count as playing games or not?
That's what I'm saying. He's played 35 games. He started 12.
But that's that.
Okay, but let's see.
That's
what-
not good.
what-
That's not good if you're world class.
no,
You get what I'm saying?
forget
Being
about the world class.
sarcastic.
No.
Forget
I'm
about the
being
world class.
sarcastic,
He's not
Nathan.
world class. I'm not talking about
Not
world class.
What?
I'm not talking about world class. Who said world class?
I did because I'm being
Oh my
sarcastic.
goodness.
That's
No,
my
he's
Hell
not
no.
world class. No.
Oh, okay.
He's not world class. Let's
Oh.
cut the world class. Time out. Move the world class. I'm not talking.
Guys, just to
Look at
keep order
Rahul.
as the host, you know what we can do? Let's just rate everybody, and if you want to change it at the end, we can do that. Okay? We just gotta
should
keep
do
it
super
progressing,
Super chat
or
to
else we're
change
gonna
it.
be here forever.
Super chat to change it.
Oh, I mean, hey.
Super chat.
you
So
know?
whoever has a problem, we fit change
Llewellyn,
it. Super chat.
right. Sophia, let me just get this out.
Go ahead.
Llewellyn, I was being sarcastic about Fred being world class.
Take
I
off.
like Fred really, really well, and literally that is what I call him. I call him world class Fred, but it's
Okay,
just to,
okay.
it is just to.
I
wind
call him
things up.
Pastor Fred. You know, Sunday
Pastor
service,
Fred,
he be
world-class
showing
Fred.
up.
I mean, he
I
was
call him
world
see you
class.
later.
Let's leave him there. Let's leave him there. At the end, we'll decide what, let's think about it still, and then at the end,
Yeah.
we'll decide who we're moving.
I mean, Raul is with you, David. He'd be saying, I don't know if he's trolling or if no, he's actually serious. Fred is a B coming from a City fan. Okay. People are loving the debate. Great debate, says Gunnar. Gathering, Miguel.
This is amazing.
Laughing my fucking ass off. This is amazing. Awesome. Yeah, big up everybody. Keep getting the likes up as well. And do subscribe to my panelists. I have linked their channel names in the description box. So yeah, but let's keep going. Rafael Varane, this is his second season. What are we giving Varane? Let's start with Nathan. What are your thoughts about Varane's season? Second season. Is it better than the first season? That was quite injury prone. They didn't really work out, but hey, what are you saying? Thoughts? It's your moment,
Yeah,
bro.
I would say it's better than last season.
Okay.
I'd give him a C. I also think he missed a bunch of games this season, so give him a
Let's
C.
see. Choppers?
Let's see.
Oh wow.
Varane.
Really? I feel like
Varane is difficult. Okay, tell you why. I rate Varane and Martinez, right? The pairing, right? So, but in Varane's case, the starting of the season where it was kind of, we had to settle for Maguire next to Martinez and vice versa or whatever. It was upsetting me. Like when he was after the World Cup, he was available more. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of like leaning towards a C plus B kind of. But then I don't know. I think a C. Overall, the season I'll give him a C.
Okay. David?
Last season, I would have given him an E. In the summer, I was saying we should have sold him.
Wow. Okay. Fair.
Not because of his defensive duties, but because he was out injured so much.
I get
This
that.
season, whatever's happened, he's stayed fit. I mean, he has only played 34 games in all competitions,
Hmm.
but when he's played, he's done well.
Yeah.
And I would say C. Um,
Okay.
but I don't think next season he can be a. We need a
That's yeah.
I think next
loose
season we need him as
Martinez that will play every week.
And then
Because,
another centre back to offload him here and there.
yeah, we need rotation between him and other good center back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been linked with Kim
Like
and Jay, so it
Kim
looks
and
to be
Jay,
that we're getting him. Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Raul says based on how we turn it around, I almost feel like we'd love to give him a B, but like I get
Yeah.
with the you guys are saying C, so I'm yeah,
I
well,
just
I'm not,
I just
I'm not
feel
opposed
he's not
to it.
played enough.
I get it. That's fair.
Yeah, like 44 or 45 games throughout the season to me is like,
Okay. What about? I mean, next one is Facundo Pleshri. Is it not enough data, or
I
would
think
we
not.
potentially?
I think I'll give him a
E.
Because from what I would
E.
have given him a C from what I've seen so far. I think we have some type of sample.
I think it'd be
piece,
too
but-
high.
no. I think he's
D,
a D.
D or an E.
A
Just,
D.
Okay.
just
A
because
D.
when he has come on, he's shown. I say D or an E.
Development. D for development.
Do you agree, Nathan?
I'll say not enough data because
Okay.
I mean,
I-
I was just looking at Premier League stats. He's played total 4 games. He started 0 and he has averaged 18 minutes a game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah, but
You
But
love
then
your
again,
stats, bro. You love your stats, bro.
No, I
Yeah,
want
you-
to know. Because
no, I
Choppers,
appreciate it.
no. The reason I'm saying it is because you and me sit here and go, why he doesn't play more? He's
Yeah,
getting an
I
average of
understand,
18 minutes and he's only
but
played 4 times in the league.
also
4 times.
we go at stats, but let's go. What we
I
see.
think
I'm very happy with
E.
it. I'm very happy with his performance, but I don't
wouldn't-
think there's enough data on average. That's
Yeah,
it.
actually, I
let's
agree
not,
with the
not
comment.
enough data. Not enough data.
When he's come in, he's shown glimpses, and
I
I
like
was
him.
actually
I like him a
screaming
lot.
for him to come off the
Same.
bench yesterday.
I,
I think we all wanted him to come off
Yeah.
the bench.
I like him a lot.
I
I like him a
honestly
lot.
think- Yeah, same.
I hope he
I
stays
honestly
in the
think
team.
not enough
I
data
hope
is
so.
more for the people that didn't play for the club. Like,
Yeah, like those. Yeah,
I
those that didn't
I
play.
think D's.
Yeah.
I honestly think D's a bit high. If I'm truly honest, I don't think he's an F, but I think an E. But that's just me.
I think
Okay.
D
I'll
for
give in
development.
that case I'll give him a
He's
D
the
as well.
minute.
D
Yeah.
for
He's played a
development.
lot of
That's
games
all
this
I'm
season.
saying.
That's going to go into the D, and I think he's more of an E. But that's just me.
D for
But-
development.
E for effort.
I'll say D because
I think so too.
I think he's had to. I think he's been treated unfairly. If I'm going to be very frank,
That's
he's been
fair.
treated very unfairly.
Same.
I'm just going to get a drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Anything more about?
I mean, can you believe it?
Rashford?
He's not started any of the games. Even in the EFL Cup, he averaged
Yeah,
15
he
minutes, and he
started,
played. He only played twice in the EFL Cup, and he didn't start any of those games either.
Mm,
That's why I'm telling you, next season I'll be hard on the manager. I'm teling you. That's his
Yeah,
first
man. I
season.
mean, I'm not happy
next
about
season,
Palestine not giving game time.
if he continue doing what he's doing, I'll be hard on him. I'm telling you.
I think
Get it.
even Twalumba agrees with us, right? Because Twalumba is the first person to talk about it today. He said he's
Yeah,
the
Twalumba
lack
had
of trust in
it
players
earlier.
and stuff.
for sure, 100%.
I agree with that.
Oof, this one, Jane Sancho.
Oh, let me go first.
Go first. The floor is yours. What? E?
E.
Okay.
E. He's not
Okay.
doing his job in any sense of the word. The reason he doesn't get lower is because he scored a goal against Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay. Anything else to add to that?
Because it's one thing to say, Ole Gunnar this, Ole Gunnar that. I mean, this time Ten Hag gave him the stuff. Wasn't good enough this season. Simple as that.
David?
I think
I would just like to add one more thing.
Go
Yeah.
Just
ahead.
like to add one more thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't injured and he got 2 months off from Ten Hag as well. Please keep
Mhm.
that in mind as well. He wasn't
I mean,
injured. So
It was mental issues, but okay.
nah, man. All those. I'll tell you one thing, Sophie. I get it.
Come
You
on
work with children. I understand what you're saying. But all those players got that pressure on them. To be
now.
fair, you got to be fair. You got to be fair
Yes,
everywhere.
but everybody have different situations, though. Let's come on
No,
now.
but I'm sure all of them are coping it with their own way. They don't get holidays though. This is never. I've
Well,
never
it
heard
wasn't a
anyone get 2 months
holiday.
off.
Let's not do
It
that,
was holiday
Nathan.
though, because it was holiday though. He wasn't in the trenches with it when we were not playing well. We were sucking really bad. We were sucking really bad. If we
Okay.
were struggling without him, we would need him in our team those games for two
Nathan, have you
months. We would have.
Nathan,
It
have
would
you
have been
ever had
nice.
Nathan, have you ever had depression?
Yeah.
Same.
You know what? I'm not making. Listen, I'm just gonna put it out flat. I'm being frank here. I don't like the fact that he's suffering. He's one of our players. It's not nice.
Yep.
But where have you ever heard this been done anywhere else? There is a reason Ralph Ragnick wanted a sports psychologist, and it was not received well by those players. And Sancho was in that dressing room when it wasn't received well because it was brought in last year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to react when people are trying to help you get over your issues, then Ten Hag's got to do what Ten Hag's got to do and go. You're not helpful right now. We need to send you on holiday or whatever you like to call it, because he wasn't training for those 2 weeks because he had to come back and acclimate too. He wasn't training like they were training either. To be
Okay.
fair,
I'm not going to get.
I don't
I'm
like
not
it,
gonna
dude.
get into the whole conversation about why he was off. Rahul, but I've impressed. It was not an excuse for underperforming. Nobody knows what was going through his head.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You
Not
have
one
your
No,
own
fan.
see,
personal
listen,
battles. We're
I
not gonna,
agree with all that. Listen, if
We
that's
don't
what
know.
helped him,
We don't know.
if that's what
I
helped
mean,
him, it didn't help him
I'm
though,
not.
Yeah.
I'm
because he
not
didn't
saying.
come back
Guys,
and play
I'm not
well.
saying it
guys, can we
wasn't
can
there.
we maybe focus more on the footballing aspect instead? Because I
No,
think
but
we're
that's what
going
I'm saying.
to another,
I'm sticking.
I'm
I'm
just
Alright.
sticking with
saying
E.
something could have gone
So
on at home. His wife could have had a miscarriage and nobody knows about it. I'm just saying some things happen where it's completely out of your control.
alright,
But I'm
let's
not saying
just focus on the
I
football
do
and that's
think
it.
Yeah.
that Nathan, you were giving him too much because I actually
Um,
think Sancho
I,
should be an F.
what rating did you give? What rating did you give?
Fuck!
What
Are
rating
I
you
did you
mean,
give?
serious?
Nathan
You
Huh?
said
know,
E, and
David, I have to
David
be
just said
honest.
F.
David, I have to be
Oh,
honest. After you said that to me, I
no.
thought you were going to give him a D, and when you said that, I was giving him too much. I
I'll
was like,
agree
oh,
with the
okay.
F. Hey. I'll agree with the F. F
See,
as in
man, listen.
false hope.
You could say I was
False
feeling
hope.
sorry
F.
for him, I guess.
I would
Then
say E.
No,
F.
no.
No,
F. False
that's
no,
hope.
I wasn't. I
We
wasn't.
all fought, right? Last year, Solskjaer, whatever
Exactly.
happened, let's get you this year. This year, the manager gave you all the opportunity in the world. All the opportunity. False hope. What you
Mm-hmm.
did in the Bundesliga, you haven't even
Don't
come
count.
close in doing something in a Manchester United shit in the Bundesliga. False hope.
Mm-hmm.
F.
I'm sorry, but I think it's F.
No, I mean,
Nathan.
I thought I'll be honest with you, David. After what you told me, I thought I was being harsh. So I'm okay with E.
Wow.
I'm still okay with
Wow.
E.
Wow.
I just
Okay.
think
Because I do feel
you're
bad for him, but I also acknowledge that
So
being a
F.
It's not
Manchester
even
United
bad.
player is
It's
not
the
easy.
I
football.
mean,
The
He's been one of
football.
our worst players this
Oh
season.
yeah, I give
but
him an E.
you
I give him
guys
an E
thinking,
because of
okay, so F, would that be more so because of the expectation that we would have assumed or predicted
No.
and hoped that the second season will be a lot better? So that's
Yes,
maybe
it's false
why.
hope. That's why I said false
Okay.
hope. F
Okay.
for false
only
hope.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I would say it's based on the fact that people said Solskjaer wasn't getting the best out of him, and
Yeah.
then he still performed
Mhm.
badly.
I
Thing
get what you're
is,
Because we were
saying.
hoping.
thing
We
is
were
though,
hoping. That's what
when
I'm saying. So false hope.
thing is though,
Okay.
when we buy someone from abroad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone looks at that league, Sancho, Memphis, excuse me, and they think that they're going to come here. It's a completely different way we play.
Exactly.
Yep.
And if he went back to
Dortmund.
Dortmund, Bayern Munich, he'd thrive. It's a bit
Yeah,
like that. It's a bit like that
I agree.
arrogant
Okay.
prick Pogba. He looked great in Italy, shit in England.
But he didn't look great in Italy this season either.
Now he
So
went back to Italy, so you
You
can't
know,
even
let's
compare
let's not
him.
talk about Pug Boom and let's
Pog
keep
You
moving.
can't
shit.
even compare him.
No, I'm just saying certain
but
players. look
yeah, but
better
I
in
think people think they're
small
going to
leagues.
tear up trees in England, and they don't.
I get
I
it,
do agree
and
with
that's
that.
fair. So F.
Yeah, no Sancho played for City.
Say F then. Oh Lord, wow.
I
I
just
But
feel,
should
I just
question
feel
here
that
from
he's one of
Levelin:
our worst players.
would Sancho perform better in a better United team?
I don't
Um,
subscribe to this.
I don't think so.
Um, I I think I don't know.
Why was he going to get?
That's
Was he
what
going
I'm
to get
saying.
fast? Was he going to run faster past
I got
False
Aspilicueta if
hope.
he
That's
had a
what I'm
better
saying.
team?
It's false hope. We don't know. He hasn't shown
Exactly.
anything that we could say. Okay, maybe if he play in a better team or better, I don't know. It's
okay.
false hope. So maybe next year we go again and think of the same false hope. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, Sancho is there. He's not there for his goals. He's there for his assists. Last
And he,
season he got 3. This season he got 3. Now I'm not going on about the stats, but for a winger, 6 stats in 2 seasons is
Yeah, and
No,
shocking.
also
bro.
not just
No,
that,
but you
it's
know what's the funny
also
thing, David?
overseeing
I'm so
as
glad you
well.
said that.
Yep.
I'm so glad you said that because people laughed at me when I said Dan James is technically performing better than Anthony and Sancho, and he's the one we sold. And people were laughing at me. It's like, oh, Anthony and Sancho are ballers and they're much better. I'm like, bro, the end result's not there.
Dan
This ain't
Dan
FIFA
James
Street.
had fight.
What did you
Sorry.
say? Dan James had.
Fight.
Yeah, exactly. And he
Okay.
can cross with both feet. He
Yeah.
could play on either wing. And he
He
actually
was.
ended up having more goals and assists than Sancho in the league this season.
Oh
So
Lord.
it
Okay.
is what it is. It
Well,
is
I
what it
get it.
is.
I get it. But that's fair. Okay. You know what? Like I said, next Sunday I will have a keep loan sell segment, and we can then chop it up then if you guys are free. But yeah, next up we have Lindelöf, my fellow Scandinavian Viking. Mr.
um,
Lindelöf. What are we giving? Choppers, you can start this one.
Lindelof.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
I'll give him a C.
Okay,
Oh,
Nathan.
because
Oh yeah,
he
because
came
what?
in when we needed him, and he did what he had to do. He upped his level. He kept Maguire out, right? And even when Varane came back,
He
he
stepped
was
up.
alongside Varane. It wasn't go back to the bench. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yep.
So I'll give him a C because he actually improved and he actually was defending well. It wasn't just okay, it was a drop off. The other players around him let him down when we lost certain games, but he
Mm-hmm.
was the standout player in the defense. So I'll give him a C.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think it's an E.
E.
I've said this. I've said this for a long time, and in my opinion, he is our worst centre back.
Huh?
You're
Oh,
no.
wow. My rating is going to be really interesting. That
What do you
means
mean by that?
One,
you
He's
all need to
our
get
worst
up close to the
centre back.
camera.
What you said? What
I
you said?
just,
He's
I,
our worst centre back. That's what you said?
Dude, we got Bai in our team, dude.
We have Maggie. What?
We have
You
Jones.
said
that is not sarcasm. It is not sarcasm. Honestly,
That is David,
Oh,
brother.
okay. Interesting.
I
Brother.
know he's
Very interesting.
Scandinavian, but I'm sorry.
oh.
No. That has nothing to do with it. That's nothing to do
No,
with
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's
It's
nothing to do with it.
I would sell Lindelof before I sold Maguire.
You crazy!
Oh no,
You
no,
are
no,
crazy!
no, no,
You are
no,
crazy!
no, no,
No.
no, 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 no,
You are
no,
crazy!
no, no, no.
No,
Oh boy.
delusion! Delusion!
Oh boy.
Delusion! What? No, 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 no,
Look,
no, 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 no. End the stream.
Oh boy.
No.
End the stream.
look,
End
Spears
the
gone off
stream.
screen.
End the
End
stream,
the stream.
Dave.
And the
Oh
stream,
my
Dave.
goodness. What
I'm
did you
done,
say?
blood.
If-
I want to
if-
go home.
Thank
If
you,
you want-
everybody. We're done.
If you want, I can tell you why.
Why?
Right.
Sin bin.
Of course.
When Maguire came in, he was made captain straight away. He already had the added pressure, and he had a good first season. There's no him and Lindelof together were really good, right?
Mhm.
And then United dipped in form, the whole team, and Maguire being captain. I did just not hear that. Miguel, just in case you didn't, I said Lindelof's our worst centre back, right? Behind Maguire, and
Oh boy,
because
my
he was
rating's going to be
captain,
very
he was getting
interesting.
all the abuse. Yes, he makes mistakes, Maguire, but for me, Lindelof is worse. He's the only thing. I'll tell you what. If anything, if I kept If I kept
No,
Lindelof,
no.
I would
Stop,
actually,
stop,
I
stop.
would
I
actually
can't
Just
start
gonna
hear
playing
speak.
anymore.
it as
I'm
CDM.
sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. I can't hear anymore. No, seriously,
I'd
stop.
play him as
Stop.
CDM.
Stop.
No, honestly, I would play Lindelof at CDM because the only thing that Lindelof is good at is his long balls. His
Lord
long
have
Oh,
balls are
mercy.
great.
okay.
His defending's shocking.
Bro,
He's just
let's be honest. No.
up.
That's delusion on the
No, it's
whole.
not.
I'm not disrespecting you, but you do it for true because I cannot understand you talking about Maguire. Maguire makes the most mistakes in our team. And you talking about Lindelof makes mistakes more than Maguire? Oh
Okay.
my God.
Oh,
No.
KFC.
No.
Back up to
If you
Casemiro.
said more than Martinez or whatever, but not Maguire. Maguire is our worst defender and he's our captain. And the
thank
reason
you.
why he was our captain is because we had an incompetent manager as in Solskjaer. So let's not talk about
Well,
Maguire and
actually,
Lindelof.
I kind of explained why Maguire was made the captain. Maguire was not initially given the captaincy because De Gea came out after a really bad performance, and then I guess the Glazers didn't like it, and then he got the captaincy stripped from him, and he never was
Maguire
captain
can't
after that.
even make it in the team now, and you're talking about Maguire. Oh my goodness. No.
Okay, but what
I
are
get
we?
a headache.
Okay, we'll
I'm
get back
having
to
a
it.
headache right
Okay,
now.
okay.
David, you didn't say that. You didn't say what you said today.
He didn't. He didn't.
I did.
He didn't. No, you didn't.
You didn't.
No, David. No, David. We'll come back to Maguire. We go. Wow. Okay. Regardless,
Interesting.
David, what did you say? You said E to Lindelof. Was
Ye-
that?
C's
Oh.
too high. C is too high. A
Okay.
D or an
Wow.
E. A D or an E.
Hey. Okay. Nathan, what are you giving?
I'll give him a C because I thought he played well with Varane, played well with
I agree.
Martinez, played well with Shaw, and didn't play well with Maguire.
But he's not. Are you trying to
Exactly
say
my
that he's been on level with Varane? No.
Yes,
No.
but he upped his level. I wouldn't say he's
But
better than Varane,
no.
but
But
he's been available,
I mean,
right?
yeah, I
And when
mean
he's
this.
available, the way Varane and Martinez plays, he plays with them the same way. When Maguire is in the team with Varane, Martinez, and Lindelof, it's problems. Maguire is the problem.
he is the issue. I'm sorry. So, yeah.
So
So,
I
Sophie,
don't
what do you
get
want
it.
for Lindelof?
I'll give him. I'm just trying to think in terms of.
Not
You
enough
know,
data.
I just don't think Lindelof is
I'll
on the
give
same
it.
level as Varane this season. I'm sorry. That's why I don't think he's
No,
a C.
Not the same level, but he's
Exactly.
been
So why would you
I
give him
available.
a
do
C?
agree
Same as
with that,
Varane.
David. David, I
Well,
do
then,
agree
then,
with.
then,
Fine.
then,
But
wait, hold on a minute. Then
If you're giving
Fred's not on
Lindelof
the
a
same
C,
level as De Gea.
if you're giving
Yeah, that's
Lindelof
what
a
I'm
C,
saying.
but okay,
if you're giving
we
Lindelof a
can
C, you've got
change
to
it
move
up
Varane
at
up.
the end. At the
You've got to
end,
move
we can
Varane up.
see. Right now, I'll put him on C, but we can change it up at the end if we feel like okay, no, this player is
Varane's
level
a
on
B
with
then.
this player. Okay,
Varane's a B.
God, I thought I was crazy, but damn,
no.
bro.
Next one. I mean, there's oh my god, C hands down.
Who's next?
C. Next one
I
is
think C.
Sabitzer. Came on
Who?
loan.
So,
I think
Sabitzer.
D.
I
D.
think
I think I might agree with that.
I don't think he's any worse than a D, but I don't think he's any better than a D. He showed in some games what
yeah,
he
could do
can play.
something. Yeah.
And he'll always be remembered for that Fulham game.
Yeah.
Would I want him to stay? I don't know. I think it's already decided he's not
Yeah,
staying.
he's not. Him and
Yeah.
Weghorst is not staying.
Would I want him? Maybe for 20 million. I mean, as long as he's knows he's rotational. But yeah, a D. But I can't
Okay.
see it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you to that. I'll agree with you.
I think I might agree as well, Nathan.
I was going to give him an E because since January to May, he has been injured twice. And when he was on the bench, he was not picked as much. So
That is a good
it
point
made
as
me
well.
wonder. It made me wonder if it was a bad loan option. That's why I'd give him an E. As far as the quality player is concerned, he's obviously of some quality. It's just that Ten
Yeah.
Hag doesn't want to play him as much. So
Okay.
I don't know about that really. So I guess we're going D then because only I chose E, I suppose.
Ooh.
Um,
I almost feel like I could be persuaded to go E though.
E or D?
But I ain't gonna lie. If I
Listen,
give
I'm
someone
actually,
a
guys,
D,
just so we're clear,
I
I'm
might have
fine
to
with the
put
D.
Vegas
I
in
just
there.
gave my reasoning for an E.
No, I
I'm
get it,
not
but
saying
now
he's
that you,
wrong. Yeah.
but since you were mentioning, with the,
Yeah, because
it,
I believe he and Fred were really available for more games than we think, and they were just not
no,
picked. So,
yeah, because there were some games where I was thinking, but he's available, he's on the bench. Why is he not playing?
But maybe that's not even their fault. Let's say the manager's
Hmm.
fault. So I wouldn't
And
even base it on
it's a
that as
part of it a
well.
little bit as well, though. If
Yeah.
if you perform,
So
you don't get picked.
Uh,
sometimes you could be available and the manager doesn't pick you because he thinks he wants to go with that type of game plan and stuff like that. So
D or E?
all right.
You know
Well,
what,
I have whatever.
Jumpers?
E
E or
D,
D?
same
E or
thing.
D?
I put him
I
on
have
E's for now.
E off for now.
Rahul? Rahul?
oh
Rashford's
boy,
better than
oh
Grealish. There
boy,
you go.
oh boy.
Pick up the
Rashford is better than
brush.
Grealish.
Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, everybody. Okay,
Boy.
so this one I know. Oh my god, this one. I,
No,
I
no, no, no. I'm going first. I don't want to hear it. I'm
wait,
going
wait, no, 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 no.
first.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. At some point, if we're completely going out of for a long time, I have to be like, okay, we're gonna stop, because this one I know is gonna spark a big debate.
Oh,
Which
it's
Okay,
one?
not.
Which
It's not.
one?
just
It's
making
not.
sure
Which
right
one?
It's
It's
now.
not.
not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's
It's
not.
not.
Which one?
You sure?
It's not.
No, it's
You
not. It's
sure?
not. It's not.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm really sure.
Okay.
In
It's
fact, to prove it to you, I'll let Choppers go first.
Go.
okay.
No, 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 no. I don't want to go first. I
I'll
don't
go
want to
first.
go first. I want to go
Because
last.
no,
I want
because
to go
Choppers
last.
is going to
Wait.
talk about it more than I am. That's
No,
why.
Okay, okay.
I want to go
David, you
last.
want to
I
go
want to go
first?
last.
E.
This is Bakers, by the way. We're talking about people.
Yeah.
To those you audio listeners,
E.
yes, you're saying E.
Yeah. He wasn't an
Okay.
F.
Okay.
He may be a striker and he may not have got the goals and he
But it
did
did.
miss a couple of, I wouldn't say sitters, but there was a few when he should have scored more.
Okay.
But for me, his work rate and his backtracking, his defending, that you have to watch it to believe it, and that is why it's not an F.
Okay.
And as Nathan said a minute ago about Sabitzer, he wasn't getting the he wasn't always coming on. And has Nathan said earlier on, sometimes when you come off the bench, sometimes you don't have that time to make the impact. And I think
Yeah.
an F is harsh on him. And his work rate is probably one of the best in the team.
Good point.
Oh,
He
well,
knows. No, I'm not saying
absolutely.
it's the best. I'm saying it's one of the best. Because he knows he's not up there with Rashford or Bruno, but he'll come in and he'll always give you 110%. And some of the defending that he's done, the breaking up of the play, the pressing, it's fantastic.
I think
His pressing
he's
is
at the
great,
beginning.
I
and
think
that is why he's
the
on there.
Leicester game was good, where they made Sancho play striker, him 10, and he went back as a third centre back to play.
As a
The
number
Leicester
10, he
game.
played well. It's
Yeah.
got to be an E. He's definitely not an F.
Uh,
I'll settle
uh,
for entry for an F. I'll give him
Okay.
an A if you want, but not an
Who
F.
wants to go
honestly,
next?
I'll go with an E for the same reason. But I did
Okay.
think he missed. I think he did miss some
Yes.
games. Like me and Choppers have discussed this. I think he has missed some goals.
Yep.
I also think to his disadvantage, he's not got enough game time when we wanted to make an impact in the game. Not necessarily when we not necessarily starting. But
Hmm.
yes, he did play well against Barcelona. That is true. I'll give him an E. But quite honestly, I'm okay with whatever the majority is really about him, because
Oh
at the end of the day,
wow.
he was just called to. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he was brought in to do a job. And if Ten Hag insists he has done the job, then I don't
That
really know
is.
what else to say.
Hey, I I think that's
For,
fair.
for me,
Choppers.
for me, it is easier
Yep.
to tell you that Sancho has done a bad job because we know what Sancho is about. We don't
Hmm.
really know what Weghorst was bought on for, if we are being very honest, because he played centre back at third centre back sometimes. I can genuinely tell you I don't know what he was told to do. But I
Okay.
will tell you he did a job through work ethic, like Twalumba said, Levelin said. Twalumba gave him higher than me. And I who backed Weghorst every week, I said an E. So
Yeah, I
I'm okay
was.
with E.
Oh wow, this is
No, yeah,
okay.
because see, I call it for what it is. I appreciate that he
Don't
broke his
know.
professional. I call it for what it is because he broke his professional ethics and said,
Hmm.
I wanted to leave. He was already at a club. He broke
Yeah.
his professional ethics. It means something to me because when you give your word to someone and go, no, this team's calling me, which is my team, I appreciate that. I'll give him an E. That's
have
all
you
I'll
heard
say.
where? Have you heard where he might be ending up?
Oh God.
Everton want him.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
Guys, by
That
the way,
could
I'm
be-
still here. Something happened with my camera, but you guys just keep
Oh
going,
yeah,
okay?
Yeah, look.
yeah, your screen's frozen. But
Yeah, I
what's
know.
the rating? What's the rating you're giving?
I'm
Vegas?
gonna be giving actually an E as well.
All right, choppers, take it off. Take it away.
Go ahead.
Let's save the best for last. Let's go.
Choppers, are you giving him an A?
Oh,
Guys, let's be
oh
honest. Let's
boy.
be honest, right? You all saying y'all giving an E and whatever. We bought Vegas on a loan.
Mhm.
We didn't have any cash. He was the only available striker because we didn't have a striker in Martial. We didn't
I
have
mean,
a
we had our option. I don't know if you know this, Chopper, but
options
our
were
option was
limited.
João Felix. João Felix was the only other option, but
Yes,
they
but
wanted
we
money.
didn't have money. We didn't have
No,
money.
we didn't have money
The
for.
club didn't give no money, right?
Yeah, what did Felix do for Chelsea? Nothing.
But that's where I'm gonna drop a bomb. Because you guys said an E. But
Okay.
I'll give Vegas a D.
Oh my
Tell you
God!
why,
What?
right?
Okay, why?
Because Vegas came in and actually
You
gave
guys are
us
shocking me. Wow.
a platform to play from. Okay?
Mhm.
The manager wanted a striker. We couldn't get any other striker, right? And that was the manager's system. He came in and he did what the manager asked for, right?
Okay.
And certain games we won is because we had that system in place. Yes, he wasn't scoring the goals, which I wanted him to score goals as a striker, but also he showed heart and desire. And for me, right, although I was hard on him, I'm still hard on him, right? I want him out. But overall, what he came to do for the season and what he did, I'm happy with that. And I think he should get a
Fair enough.
D for what he did for us
Oh
D for
wow.
the moment
determination.
we were down. I'm
Okay.
serious. Okay.
Oh wow.
So I'll give
You know
him a
what?
He's
You know
too
what?
high.
Choppers convinced me to promote my
You
own
convinced me
ranking.
as well.
I'll give him a D2. Why not?
Let's go.
The way he
Why
went and
not?
hugged Ten Hag after we won the Carabao Cup. These are memories we'll all
yeah, yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
Guys, by the way,
Come
remember
on.
the
Let's go.
FA Cup semi-final when he, the kiss of death to
The
Sol.
Solly March thing, he shat
Yes.
himself. Oh,
Yeah,
Hey.
well, yeah, but Weko should have kissed the ball before the start of play yesterday. I said that on social media.
Yeah, I wish he did, but a
that would
D
have
is.
been nice too.
By the
No,
way,
That's why
seriously,
you
guys.
get
because
D.
remember,
Yep.
let's be honest. If we didn't
Yep.
have Vegas, right?
We'll be
Remember,
screwed.
Rashford was out, Martial
yeah.
was out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So where would we be?
We'll be
And
screwed.
the
I agree.
Ten Hag needed a striker for that system. So yes, I've been hard on him and I'm still hard on him. But then overall, I'm grading him overall. I'm not watching whatever happened, whatever in
Yeah.
different games. Overall, and what we brought him in, I'll
That
give
is a
him
good
a D.
point.
He did
A
what
lot
he
of
did.
people, like Raul says, and
I agree
Raul,
with
may I
this.
add, is a Man City supporter, says,
Yeah.
yes, Vegas did his job, everything except scoring. But for the fee, Vegas did his job. And he
Yes,
was
I agree.
alone as well.
yeah.
There was
It's
no
not
other
his
option.
fault.
He came
It's
in,
not his
he did
fault.
a job.
Who was
If-
better? Who was better, Weko or Igalo?
I would say Igalo
Igalo.
because he
I would
scored
say
goals.
that was, yeah.
He scored goals. We
And
if
remember
Igalo
also,
was
it was the COVID
playing,
season. So,
yeah,
because
yeah,
he was
scored
scoring
goals.
a
Igalo
little
scored
bit,
a lot of
and
goals
then
for us.
suddenly the games just ended.
Who
So
was
Yeah,
better?
he
You
scored
can-
a lot of
yeah.
goals
Who
for
was
us.
better, Igalo or Martial?
What time?
Martial.
What time?
Igalo.
When you talking
Really?
about the same season?
Any time. I'd have I'd have
Nah,
Igalo
not
now over
anytime.
Martial.
Like for the past 3 years, I'll
if
have Igalo
Martial
over
could just be
Martial.
fit, we have other
I would take
conversation.
the Igalo. I would have taken the Igalo from Watford, where he
Yeah,
partnered with Troy Deeney. I would have taken him over
Oh
Martial.
wow.
Ma-
Okay.
Oh, no,
Martial-
back
Guys,
then. I'm talking about back then.
going?
Back then.
with the
By the
conversation.
way, Sophia,
Yep.
I think you should put Maguire at the very last.
Really?
Yes.
No, I
think
mean in the
so.
voting. Because it's
Okay.
going to be
Where-
interesting.
No,
where is
I
it?
know
Where
what
is
you
it?
mean. You know
Yeah,
what?
put him right at the last. Yeah, right
Is there
there. That's the last
anybody
topic
else that you want
I want to
to
talk
put
about
more
because
so?
yeah.
No, that's fine.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think who that is between Dallo and McTominay. I can't make it out.
Van de
Oh,
Beek.
Wan-Bissaka.
That's Van de Beek.
No.
Oh wait, no.
No, sorry.
No, that's
I think it's
Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, that's Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, that's
Sorry.
Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. Gallo and
Yeah,
McTominay.
it's just pictures. Okay, next one, Malasia.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
I've got to give him a D. For me, when he came when after the first two games, he had a cracking debut against Liverpool, and he did play well. But then against City, he was shocking, and he never recovered from it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one of the reasons I was screaming for Maguire or Lindelof to start in centre midfield, centre defence, was because when Malacia started on the left and Shaw in the middle, we lost that attack down the left. Malacia is your old-fashioned Dennis Irwin. He can attack, but it's just not good enough, and we lose our attack down the left. And for me, he has to improve on his attacking. Bit like what Wan-Bissaka's done. He's improved on his attacking. And Malacia does need to do it. So for me, it's got to be a D.
Okay.
I'll agree to that. I won't waste time on it. I'll agree to that.
Same.
I'll agree to it too, but I think I'll put him in front of Vegas and Palestra. If we are going in that order, I would
put him in
in
front
of the D.
Vegas?
Yeah, in front of Vegas and Palestri, because I think he's the best D player. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, in that case, Fred deserves to be in front of De Gea.
No, he does not.
No shot. No shot.
I by the way, will argue something for Varane later, but we'll take that later. Next one, Bruno, our captain. Bruno.
A C. I'll go with a C.
C. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna speak about it because I don't have the energy to speak about it right now.
We're saving it all for Maguire. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'll go with Bruno, a C.
Okay.
He's been steady Eddie. He's been doing what Bruno does, so let's see. I want him to improve to get to that B and A, but for now he's a C.
Okay. Nathan?
Oh, Miguel showing out the Portuguese bias here. Joking, by the way, Miguel. I'm making a joke. See, as a development player, shouldn't be judged as sort. No, I think that's right. I think he is actually pretty good.
Yep.
I think if he got more games the way he was playing, I think I would have put him up to a C actually.
I agree.
To be fair.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying David, I'm saying if he got more games and played the way he played in the games he did well, I would have given him a C. He didn't play those games though. Malacia.
Oh, I thought you meant Bruno. I thought you meant Bruno.
Oh, no.
No. Bruno, I'd give Bruno a C. I think apart from Rashford, if Bruno didn't show up this season, we'd again for the last three and a half years, we'd be in problems. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. David, what did you say?
B.
B?
B.
Oh, okay.
He dropped off, but that was partially not to his fault. He played too much. He did what, in my opinion, what Saka did for Arsenal. He was playing every single game.
That's a
he
good
wasn't
point.
He wasn't being rested. I mean, Jesus Christ, he played against Fulham when he didn't need to.
But that's why I'm not even against the Mason Mounts.
Oh my God.
You know what? Don't get me wrong. Not the Mason Mount. I'm saying I'm not against the manager going for
hold on a minute.
Number 8. You understand what I'm saying? So that Bruno
Sophia,
could
I've
get
just noticed something.
a rest.
What?
You're missing a player off.
Ooh.
Miguel just reminded me. He says, got to back my Portuguese players. There's a certain Portuguese player that played this season that's not there.
Oh, no, we're not doing that, David. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Come on. No, we're not doing that. I don't have anything to say about him.
Got to put Ronaldo in there.
David, that is a good point. This is what I found, and I couldn't be bothered adding more pictures. I can't.
Yeah, I like that answer. Good, Sofia. I agree with you.
I swear that's actually the
answer. No, I believe you. I agree with you.
We can put Ronaldo in though.
We're gonna talk about Maguire and Ronaldo at the last, okay?
Hold on. So did David give a B?
Yeah,
No,
but
he
I
would
think
be.
I
never
honestly
be.
think Bruno's a B. He would have been an A.
Yeah, you know what? I think you know what? I'll switch mine to B because I saw who's on C. I'll say B too actually.
Yeah,
Based on
because
that.
he had a better season, and yes, he dipped off, but again, it's
Wait,
He
because
did drop off though. I agree.
He did.
he did drop off, but it was because of tiredness, and
If you're looking at the
it,
stats
Oh, of
as
course,
well,
of
he
course.
actually
it's
done
Bruno.
his
I'm
thing.
sorry, it's got to be B,
B?
and he had the balls to
Fair
take
enough.
that penalty yesterday, so
I can agree with. Yeah, I can.
it's got
Yeah,
to
I
be a
can say
Alright.
B.
B for now. I'll say B for
He's
now.
alright.
Oof. Anthony Martial.
F. Is there anything worse than an F?
Not enough data
No.
It's
That's
not
good
even
enough.
worse. That's pretty neutral.
Shit,
because none of us are doctors here, so we don't know
They
what's
got
been wrong with
a
him.
G.
Martial
G.
is
They have
shit.
a letter after F.
Oh
G.
my
No,
god.
because then
G.
we'll have to say Martial's a
Gone.
G, and I don't
G
want to say
gone.
that.
Martial,
G
no,
for
Martial
gone.
is
No,
F.
no, Choppers, you're not
G
hearing me.
for gone.
Then no, but you're not hearing me, Choppers. If we put a G, we have to say Martial's a G, and I don't want to say that.
He's not
No,
a G.
no. G for
But no.
Guana. He's a
No,
Guana.
it's
Go
an
get,
F.
Darn.
F
go
for
get.
shit.
F.
Shit.
F for
Everybody saying
shit.
Oh my
F.
god.
G
F.
Yeah, let's put him
F.
put him an F.
F.
Okay.
Worse. I don't know what to call it. I don't know.
Actually, hold on a second. Should he maybe
So the
be an
doctors would
E?
love him.
Hold on.
Nah.
Should he maybe? No. Hear me out. Maybe he should be an E.
I
Because
think he should be an E.
no. Hear me
No,
out.
no, no,
The
no, no,
violation
no,
to Sabitzer.
no.
Hear me out, Chopper. Because if it wasn't for Martial, our physios would be so bored. So, I mean, he helps pay them. They'd be bored. They'd be sitting around playing cards.
I would like to change my answer back to not enough data because that was rough. I would like to change my answer back to not enough data. Thank you.
No, it's got to
Not
be
enough
an F.
data.
It's got to be an F because he played a lot this
He
season.
has played though. Yes,
Just leave it with F.
we leave him at F.
Frustration. Leave it with F. Frustration.
What about Eriksen?
Oh my goodness, another one.
Remember, we got him on the free.
I'll give him a D. D.
Oh, a D.
Yeah. I believe that we got him on a free. He started well for a couple games for us, and then he just dropped off and never recovered from anything. From especially when like even before the injury, right? When he started well. Then before the injury, he just dropped off, right? Then he got the injury. Then he came back and nothing. So it's like a D. I think it's a D.
I want to say a C, man.
Right. In January, if we'd done this, he would have been a B.
Yeah.
He got
I agree.
injured. And I don't know if that's messed him up.
But
Maybe.
before the injury, though, he dropped off, though.
Yeah, he did. But
Yeah.
Not entirely.
how many people yesterday was happy that he was in the starting lineup?
Tell him
I
something.
wasn't.
I wasn't.
Everybody, you heard that crowd? They actually clapped and booed him off, like get off, like the sub when they brought who they brought on for
Who
him.
did that?
Garnacho.
So for me,
The crowd, they actually booed him off.
so
Like
for
they
me, I'd give him a
he
C.
was so like everybody wanted him off.
Yeah, but
I
hold
mean,
on.
we wanted
Did he
him
go
off
off at
too,
the same
actually.
time as
So.
Sancho?
No, Sancho came off later.
No, I think Eriksen was for Garnacho.
Garnacho.
Eriksen was the first. Yeah. And the crowd, if you were in the stadium, you would have heard it. The crowd actually booed him off, like clap, like,
I'm good
get
with.
off, like,
I'll say
ready. They
D.
were happy.
I say a D.
A
because
D.
he dropped
I'll
off.
go for D. He can be in the C category with the and Varane and them, man.
He can
'Cause
be
to
ahead of
me, he needs
Malacia,
to do
though.
Better
better.
than Marcia,
yeah.
yeah. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Elanga, is it enough? Nah, he's
not
No,
enough.
Not
data.
enough data, man. Not
Not
enough
enough
data.
data.
Like
yeah.
Not
Ten
enough
Hag
data.
has affected players this season, unfortunately, one way or the
Yeah,
other.
it's sad to say, but yeah, he did.
Okay.
And
But
because
I-
Elanga came clutch when the Mason Greenwood thing happened. He came clutch for us.
No.
I
I'm
remember
not
that goal he
discussing
scored
that.
against Leeds.
But in Ten Hag's defense, though, let's be honest, he tried He tried like the first 2 games put him under drastic pressure.
Yeah, I feel like he has
You
got
understand? So
given
he had
moments,
to
but
just
like it's just not
go
showed
back
up.
and try to build up again, and he just had to steady the ship and leave it as it was.
I agree with
So
Choppers.
in his defense, I understand what he had to do. But coming in this summer, right, and in going to next season, I want to see you in the job permanent now. Let's see what you got now. Let's
Okay.
see if you could fight for the title, fight for more trophies and stuff like, and try and develop some of them players because we really need to get up to City. City cannot be bypassing us like that. You
Mm,
understand?
I agree.
So in his defense, I understand what happened or whatever. I'm not even blaming everything on him.
Okay. Stupanik says he did what he could with the midfield around him. The team is unbalanced. I agree. Agree. Okay, so Anthony, I know that David wanted to start off this one. Go ahead, David.
No higher than a C. I would even maybe put him in a D. He's been very frustrating this season.
Okay,
Um,
there.
he passes the player, and then instead of carrying on, he goes back behind the player just to piss, just to. I mean, in the League Cup final, I think it was Dan Burn did a massive tackle on him because he took the piss out of him. And in all honesty, he wasn't injured, but I was like, you know what, that serves you right. He's my own player. It was a dirty challenge, but he deserved him right. For me, I agree with Tawamba. He's one dimensional. You know what's going to happen with Anthony. He's going to run down the wing and then stop and then go back on himself and either go inside and shoot or, well, yeah, because he can't cross. He needs to improve his crossing. He needs to work his overall play. And if you thought my Lindelof and Maguire controversy was bad, I would actually get rid of Anthony.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll
D.
agree for D.
Yeah, I mean, I miss Dan James already, so it
Oh
is what
wow.
it is. But
Okay.
no, I told
I'll
you this.
agree
I
for
told you
D.
this privately, Sophie. I told
No,
you
no, no,
Dan
no.
James was
I'm
more
not.
effective
No, no.
on the
I'm
wing.
just taking it all in. Okay. So,
He's not better
so
quality wise, but he's better effectiveness wise.
He's got a good
okay.
strike on him. He's got a great strike on
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
But his
Yeah.
He just
crossing
needs to
is
work on the other
his,
stuff as
his
well.
crossing is
Decision
shit.
making needs to be
His
worked on.
his what's the word? I don't give a shit if it's his first season. Honestly,
Well, can we
don't
take
care.
that into account though?
Being a smart ass, being a dick? No, sorry.
How was he? Wait, what?
Every time, like
What?
he'll
I
take
mean,
like I don't even care about the spinny Rooney thing. I don't really care about that. For me, yeah, no, it's good, isn't it? For me, he acts like a dick. He thinks he's brilliant.
Nah,
I
I
mean,
disagree.
he is.
That's your opinion though. But
He
but
thinks
you don't think he
better
plays
than he is.
arrogantly, Sophie?
at the
I mean,
beginning, but I don't think he does it now.
he does a bit,
Okay.
and he needs to work. He needs to work on his team play. He needs to work on his
Yes, he
passes.
does.
And he certainly needs to work on his crossing.
He needs to
Because
work
like
on
Sancho,
crossing. He needs to work on a bunch of things, but that's why he'll be in a D.
Can I
because
ask you all something honestly before anyone else gives a review? Do you all genuinely think he can work on his weak foot
no,
in two
but he's got
months?
he's
No,
got
no, yeah, he's got to. I get it, but do you think he can actually
no,
get
he
it to the
can
point where he's
because he's
crossing
I
been
it
think
doing
in
he
two
it for
can.
months?
years. He
In 2
can.
months?
No, he can.
I think
No,
he can.
no. In 2 months,
I
no.
only if he doesn't go this summer, I'll
Because
give him until January, and if he doesn't improve, I'd
I
get him rid of
think
him.
yeah. Okay.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
So,
I know he
so
costs 80
what?
million, and
No, no,
Super
I
Dick,
get it. I agree.
you say he's a victim of his transfer fee. I'm sorry. I'm not even taking that into account. I'm taking what I see. I don't care if we spend 80 million on a player. He shouldn't be being a cocky little shit on the pitch. I
Lord
mean,
have mercy.
you can
No,
have
but
flair. You can
I
have
don't mind
flair.
you having the cockiness and the flair and everything like that. But the end product, work on that, brother.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
I mean,
that's
Right.
You
I mean,
could have all that and no end
Right.
product.
I
You are
grew up.
doing all that.
Hold on. I grew up watching a certain legend, right? Collar up. We all know who we're talking about. He's the name on my back of my shirt. He was cocky. He had flair.
yeah,
He was
that's true.
fucking world
That's true.
class. And we all know who we're talking about. We are talking about the best
King,
French
the
player
king.
ever. Not Zidane, not
oh okay.
Mbappe, Eric
Let's-
Cantona. I'm sorry. Better than Zidane, better than Mbappe. I don't care. People can say I'm biased. I don't care. better than best French player ever. But he had the what did I fucking forgot what thing you just said? Oh, he
Flair.
said it. He's got the flair. He hadn't got the final touch.
end product.
End product, yeah. Cantona had the end product.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't mind you having all the flair and
When did
everything.
Cantona? When was Cantona cocky? Hardly ever when he was on the ball. It was always when he scored. Like he just stood there, turned around. He had it. He had it all.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, Rahul.
Am I
I
saying?
just need to read the comment
number
from
7.
Supanik. This is an interesting comment. Supanik says Anthony is a victim of his transfer fee. He's a
developmental player, and
Thank you.
ETH knows this. I would like to disagree, Supanik, only because he's 23 years old. If we are harsh on Elanga, who's just turned 21, at
Good
23, we can't say he's a developmental player.
different
In
era.
fairness, that's all I'm saying.
I agree
with
with
regards to
what Ravi said. A bit
What
for
did Ravi say? This one?
Anthony needs to step up. Yes, the fee is a lot, but hey, the player can't keep using that. He is. Forget what the fee was. I don't care that we spent 80 million on him. It's the performance on the pitch, and it's just not good enough.
Okay.
Personally, when it comes to transfer fees, I've always said this. If somebody gets too much, if you spend too much on him, people want things from him. If you get spent like 80 million on a player, striker, you're expecting like 30 goal assists from him if you're a striker, whatever, or winger. Or Eriksen, when you're on a free, this season he was really good until he dropped off. And a lot of people would go, God, just look at this. We got him on a free. Fees shouldn't matter. Fees do not tell you what sort of player. Eriksen, you got on a free.
I mean, Robertson came from the championship in Hull and won a Champions League. 7 million.
7 million, and he turned.
He didn't play like 7. He didn't play like 7 million, did he?
Definitely not.
And
no, I'll just.
Guys, we gotta keep it moving a little bit.
Yeah. I'll just sum up my point.
It's a performance on the pitch, and Anthony has not been good enough. Where have you put him?
Yeah.
He's vanished.
I think.
Hold on. How's Anthony? How's Donny van de Beek jumped Anthony?
What?
No.
Donny van de Beek.
No. He's just in the line. He's just
It's
no. So my worry is.
Just put him in.
I'll just give my rating out. My worry is simple. I don't think in 2 months he can get his right foot to the point of where he can accurately cross, and he's only got 2 months. So I don't know when he's going to improve his right foot to the point where he can cross with it first of all, because he's going to keep cutting in and crossing with his left foot. So that's what I'm worried about. I will give him a D because I was very frustrated with him. I would have given him a C because of his work ethic and his goal at Arsenal. But I think the fair answer is D for me personally. Okay. I would have given him a C, but to be fair, I would have given him a C just because he scored his debut against Arsenal, and I don't like Arsenal. So.
Yeah,
he scored
against City, Barcelona. He scored some important games.
Yeah, he scored some important goals. I agree.
Got a great striker, right? No. He's the 2023 Nani.
Oh whoa!
Nani had 2 things: speed,
well done,
speed, and a good strike on him. That was it. Other than that, he was shit.
Supanik, I think when we talk about development, we talk about the youth academy players, of a certain age group.
Oh, leveling. That might leveling. No.
If Nani was in this team right now, he'd be like Sancho.
What? No, he wouldn't.
No,
I don't know. I think Nani scored more goals than Sancho.
Nani. No, let's
Nani had a lot of impact.
His passing was shocking.
Nah.
Oh,
guys, we're sidetracking here. Let's move on.
Sofia, your rating? Or are you giving him D too?
I gave him D. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, we just need to keep moving.
Van der Beek, not enough data. Van der Beek just crossed.
Not enough
data.
Donny van de Beek, an F.
No, not enough data.
Man, he got crunched. He got crunched by that guy, man. No, not enough data.
Not enough data.
Okay.
Got crunched by someone.
Oh, geez.
Ganacho, I'll give him a B.
For his first season?
Yeah, for his first season, a B.
C.
Everybody?
C.
I think a strong C. I'll put him here.
I'd put
him in front of Lindelof.
Put him above Lindelof.
I put him in front of Fred, actually.
No. For me,
Yeah,
Garnacho. To be honest, there's no one. Those 5 players at the top were our best 5 players this season.
Yup.
No one was on the same level. That's all I'm going
We
to say.
might need to do some rearrangement
There
later.
may
But
be
we'll talk
one
about
that I would add, but only because a certain someone's in that same category.
it. Okay. Next up,
Hey, podcast,
Hello.
how you doing, mate?
Big Up Data
Dallo.
Time Podcast. Do subscribe to his channel, JPT. Big up.
What?
Wait, before before we talk about Dallo, Subonix development doesn't stop at the reserves, and it can also refer to the transition of league. Look at CR7 when he came to United, and even
Fair
over
enough.
to Real. Hey, he continued to develop. Only bad
Enough,
players are
but-
static. Subonix, I agree. I agree with you, Subonix.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Although
Ravi says
Ronaldo
Dallo not
evolved
enough
into a
data.
different.
What?
Dallo, I'll give Dallo a D. Dallo
What?
went in. Yes, Dallo started in the team. He was playing, and then he dropped off, and Wan-Bissaka
Right.
overtook him. He never took.
What we
He
need.
never took that opportunity to stay number 1 at his spot. So I'll give him a D.
Right.
I feel like
What we
this
need-
one by
what we need-
Tualumpa
what we
looked
need
good.
to look at. We need to look at are the next two players, Dallo, Wan-Bissaka, and you need to decide when you're picking
Yes.
Dallo's who
Yep.
is better, because in
Yes.
my
Okay.
opinion, there's
Oh,
one
that
better.
is good
And
point.
for me,
I'll pick Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, wow.
everybody wanted Wan-Bissaka to play yesterday, not
Yes,
Dallo.
everybody, not Dallo. Yeah.
That is a good point.
And I mean, well, it's easy to say this now because obviously the game's finished. Wan-Bissaka didn't do anything wrong yesterday.
Yes,
He-
nothing.
he
He
was
played
good.
actually
Well,
good. Yesterday,
yeah.
he was on top there.
No, he was. But after watching the game, I probably would have started Dallo because we were non-existent down that right side because we didn't have a right
Exactly. That's what I told Choppers after the match. That's
Well,
exactly
that's
what I
what
told
I'm
him.
saying, though. Like the wingers was a problem. But Wan-Bissaka in his position wasn't the problem. He was.
But the
doing
right backs
exactly
can
what he
cross
had to
too.
do.
But why can't the right backs cross?
Yeah,
Why
we
can't the
do
right
need
backs
our
cross?
But he when they
fullbacks to be
got in the
crossing.
ball, he got the handle ball. That was a header back into the box. So I would say
I'm saying why can't he cross the ball? Like why can't he make a cross?
I'd give
But
Dallo.
then
I'd give Dallo a
but
D.
if you look at the
D?
game, right? How many times he got in position to cross the ball though?
D for Dallo. See, Ravi's put Sofia, if you want to win the league, Dallo is not the guy for United. It's a bit like Gerrard for Liverpool. He wasn't the guy for Liverpool because you can't win the league. You're
So
right,
what
Ravi.
are we saying though? By
Okay.
big up to Mama Flossie, Newcastle supporter. Congrats on getting Champions League next season. So big up to you.
All right, Dallo, give Dallo a C. I'll go up
D,
with you.
Hey, Ravi.
D. I'm sorry, but if you put, I'm sorry, whatever rating you give Dallo, Wan-Bissaka's one above him. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. So,
And I don't think Wan-Bissaka's a B. I think
so
Wan-Bissaka's
okay, well, a
D.
D then. A D.
So
Wan-Bissaka's
both of them are
D.
C or what?
Wan-Bissaka C, Dallo D. Personally.
Nathan?
Both of them D. Both of them D.
Yeah,
Both
both
of
of
them.
them D. Both of them D. I'll agree with Nathan. Tell you why? Because Wan-Bissaka, he was
Is it
out of
because
the
of
team
the-
for a long time.
Both of the halves? Because it's
Yeah,
half
both of the
season?
halves. Yeah, so a
That's
D.
fair.
D. Both of them D. Yeah, both of them D.
I think
Forget
I might
about
agree with that.
Sophia,
Yeah, both of them D.
can I just question what Ravi's put? He's put Dallo is toilet, ignore that. He's put, you all notice that that's why City won the FA Cup. Ravi, Dallo didn't even play yesterday.
Yeah,
So-
Dallo didn't play,
Ravi?
so-
Come on now. Ravi.
You're
Hey,
just
Ravi.
upset that Ravi, that Dallo and Wan-Bissaka's better than your right back.
Woo!
Who you support?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I agree with
Wan-Bissaka.
Mayday.
Okay.
Grace
All right,
Jones.
both of them D. Just put them in the
C for
D
Wan-Bissaka, D for Dallo, I think.
It's up to you,
Both of them
Sophia.
D because of that. It's both.
Yeah,
you
both
know,
of them had 2 halves of a season.
If you
so-
put them both in D, then Wan-Bissaka deserves to be in front.
Yes.
No,
yes.
no.
That-
Malas.
Here.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
Wan-Bissaka in
Okay.
front of Anthony.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we You agree?
You know what? You know what? I actually thought Dallo and Anthony played really well together. But yeah.
I feel like Wan-Bissaka and Anthony plays well
No,
together.
Wan-Bissaka and
No,
Anthony played
I
good
like
together.
Anthony playing better with Dallo because Anthony used to track back and Dallo could cross if he's up front. That's why I liked it.
No, but
It's
the
just how
chemistry.
it's just
No, I
like how
get it.
I like them to play.
It's like
That's it.
Gary. It's like
Not
Gary
like
Neville,
bad or
David
anything.
Beckham. Gary
Yeah, exactly.
Neville,
That's what I'm saying. It's just like how I like them to play. It's nothing. It's not like a disagreement or anything.
Yeah.
Just that's how
Okay.
I liked how they were playing.
No, I
together.
get it.
Shaw, Rashford.
Yeah. I see that. I see that. Okay, next
Yeah.
one. We're almost there at the end. McTominay.
My guy McTom. My guy
I've got to give him
McTom.
an E.
Is that your guy? Yeah.
I'll give
E.
him a E.
Okay.
McTominay. He wasn't. Nah.
He
Wasn't
didn't
it
even
this
show up
season?
in the Leeds game, which he normally doesn't.
He wasn't that
I feel like
impactful this season.
remember. I think it was basically prior to that City game. He
City
was
game, he
basically
was playing well.
Yeah.
He was playing well. Yeah.
was
He was because
keeping-
he was keeping Casemiro out
Yes,
of the
but after that he dropped off. I do agree with
Which
that.
is a
And
really
he-
mad
and then
thing to
he
say
never
at
came
the end
back
of the
in.
season.
He never came back in.
Yeah.
E.
And then he got injured and all kind of thing. I'll
Yeah.
give him a E.
I don't think he deserves to be in the shit pile with Martial Sancho.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
Not this
E.
season.
Give him
Not
a
this
E.
season.
E.
No.
So
E.
E
E. Yeah, E.
ahead of Savitzer then we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahead of
Yeah, that's fair.
Now
Yeah, because if McTominay is not injured, we don't go for Sabitzer on loan.
Yeah. It's because he was injured.
Oh yeah,
That's why he went.
Yeah.
That's what it
A lot of
happened.
people, yeah. E. Okay. E.
And
Final
the
now.
man of the hour. The man of the
Man
hour.
of the hour. My guy
No,
Maggie.
we've got one more. Remember?
Who?
Oh, Ronaldo.
Yeah, we've
I'm
got
just
Ronaldo.
going to put mine first. I'm just going to put mine first and be done with it. Not enough data because I couldn't be bothered with him anymore.
Say
Ooh.
I love him. But
Ronaldo.
I'm moving on.
Ronaldo. Okay, not enough data.
No,
for
I'm
Ronaldo.
talking about
No.
this person who's left. I'm talking
Oh,
about this
Maguire.
person.
Oh, him. Oh, Maggie.
I have not
M
enough
for
data.
Maggie.
No more time
Maggie's
for him.
getting F for me.
M,
I'll give him F.
I'm giving him an E.
for Maggie. Huh?
F.
I'm giving him
What?
an E.
E for what?
He wasn't as bad as Sancho or Martial.
No.
Nah,
If
bro.
he's going in the F,
Bro,
right,
he
hold
cost
on.
up how
If
many
he's going in
games?
the F, he's going in front of them two. That's my deal.
No, he can't go in front of Sancho.
No,
He's
He
not.
cost us a bunch of
Sancho
games.
was our worst player.
No, Maggie
No.
was our worst
I ain't
player.
doing that.
Maguire
I ain't
hardly
doing that,
played.
Maggie
brother.
was our worst player, bro. Maggie was our worst
Maguire
player.
played some good games.
Brother,
It's good game.
we're not doing this. Nope.
Maggie
Everybody
was in
everybody on the live stream, just so we're clear, my answer is not enough data. Thank you.
Maggie F. Maggie, put him in F. He could go in M,
F?
G, Z, A, B, C. No, but
I'm putting him on F, brother.
non-existent. Just put non-existent. F.
It will be
Maybe
like
just leave
something
him.
here.
Maybe just
Yeah,
leave
it's
him
going
down
F.
there only on the tier list.
Yeah,
You
just leave him non-existent.
Leave him down there.
Leave him down there.
Imagine that just he's not
put
gonna
him down
wait.
there. Leave him there. Leave him here. Yeah,
Oh,
Not
you
enough
can't go
data?
back down now. Can't go
Just
back
leave him
down.
here.
I can do it.
No.
You know what? We'll put him in
Can't
F.
evaluate.
By
Just
the way,
can't
hold on a
evaluate.
second.
What?
Doesn't he deserve? Hold on. Don't he deserve an E? Right?
For
No.
what?
No, hold on. No. Because a lot of people were going on and on about the League Cup final, going, if Maguire comes on, he's going to lift the trophy by himself. Don't he deserve at least an E for being the decent captain and lifting it with Bruno?
David.
That deserves some respect.
David.
He did more there than Martial.
No.
David. No. No. Not brother, that's cap. No.
Okay.
That was a very
Okay,
low.
I'll
point
start
of
with
this
the next
season. I
one.
saw both of them
I
pick it
want to
up.
start with the next one. Ronaldo, F. All day long. Ronaldo, F.
Not enough data for me, man.
No, F.
F.
The guy could go. The guy F. Fuck. He could go fuck himself.
Okay. Let's not make this about Ronaldo. I've already done so many streams about it. I'm tired. F, okay. Yeah. Well,
Or
if he
W.
was here, we put him in F. Okay, we move on.
W.
Sofia, if Ronaldo was here, I would tell him he's shit.
Okay. But guys, this is the list here.
Right, we ran up to B.
Yeah,
We ran
I
up to
agree.
B. He's not in the same.
We're
He's
at
not in
up
the
to
He
same.
B.
missed. He missed too many. He
can't-
missed too many
I
games.
can't do this, people. I can't do this. No, I have to put him here. I
But he
can't do
missed too
this.
many
Rand's had a
games.
better season than
People,
Lindelof's
yeah, I
too high.
can't do
I
it.
put
David,
put
take.
there up to B.
I can't do this, people. Physically, I can't do this.
Put there up to
They
B.
have to be.
Yeah.
I can do that. Freak
Fred to
hell.
B.
Just for
Fred to
Newton.
A. Fred to A.
No. Fred stay where
No, we're
he
not
is.
doing that. No.
Fred stay
This
where he
feels
is.
There we
okay.
go.
Is there anybody else that we feel like we need to maybe move? But be reasonable, people. Let's try to be.
I think E and F is fair. I don't
Yeah.
know about D and C. I think A and B and E and F is fair.
I think
I think Palestri's too
DEF
high.
is fair.
I think Palestri in
Is
it.
Pelestri too? Wait,
B.
where did I
Yeah.
put Pelestri again?
Palestri's too
D.
high.
Oh, he's here. Should he be on? Should he
E.
then be on not enough data though?
Yeah,
No.
go on.
I think so.
He hardly did
I think
play.
so.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, this is fair. Okay. What about Sabitzer?
No, I
Are
think
we
I'm
okay with
okay
him
with
to
that.
be
He's good
B?
where he is. He's
See?
good where he is.
look at Rahul. Look, Fred is B.
Hell no.
Yes.
No.
World class
No.
Fred.
Because
I'm not doing that.
the seven players in A and B, that's been our better players
I agree.
throughout the
Okay.
season.
Okay, I know this is players. But where would you put Eric Ten Hag?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, Tolumba asked that. The same
I'll
with.
put him. Damn it, down hard,
Can we also take into account, the hardship with the
Yeah,
ownership,
the whole
the
season,
Ronaldo
the whole
situation,
season.
you know?
The whole season.
I'm gonna give my explanation last because I
I'll
don't
give
want
you
to
mine.
I'll go
stop
first.
everyone.
I'll go
Go
first.
first.
He came in. He had pressure because we had such a shit season last year.
Yep.
He come in. He got some decent signings, and he was smart with his money. Apart from maybe Anthony.
I don't even think that's his fault, to be honest. That's the board,
no, it's not.
But I can see your
And
point.
we started off poor. There's no ways about it. And he turned it around in one of our biggest games of the season against Liverpool.
I agree.
Liverpool was shit. Ravi,
Yep.
if you remember that, we beat you. Sancho left Virgil van Dijk showing his ass.
Oh, that was. I loved it.
That was funny, yeah. To be honest, if I'd been Sancho, I probably would have fired the ball at Virgil van Dijk's ass. But hey,
Might have done the same thing. Van Disney, make him dance.
then
Let's
he
go.
then he got on a run, and then the derby, and he got it completely wrong. I said it before the game. Wan-Bissaka should have started. Shaw should have started. He got that wrong. A few times this season, he's got his substitutions wrong.
Fair.
Sometimes this season, he's got it right. I will admit.
Okay.
I'm not going in about January transfer window because, again, it's not really his fault.
I agree.
He won us the first trophy in 6 years. Got us to the FA Cup final. I'm not even praising getting into the top four because it wasn't convincing. We did it just.
Okay.
But the Ronaldo situation, he handled it really well.
I agree.
He literally said "fuck off."
Very gentle, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I would have probably said more worse.
I believe it.
Yeah, you should have seen the videos when that happened. Gee whiz. So he for me, it's a solid C.
Okay.
For me, it's not a B because there's been times Liverpool game away, City away, of a few other games. I'm not including Brentford, Brighton because they were new. But from Ravi, United's tears tasted nice in my ice cold. 7-Up, yeah. Playing in the Champions League, mate, next season. That feels good for me. Don't worry, Ravi. Don't worry, Ravi. Ravi, don't worry. You won't miss Coronation Street because it's not on a Thursday. Yeah. So yeah, I would give it a solid C. Because for me, he did get his tactics wrong sometimes. He got his substitutions wrong.
Yep.
And when he had the chance to rest players like Rashford, Bruno, he didn't get the chance. See, Toowoomba, that right, I've seen this, right? I've seen that,
What
right?
do we know?
I've seen hold on. I've seen this time and time and time again. Liverpool was shit. Chelsea was shit. Tottenham was shit. Is that our fault? No.
Nope. We took our
Um,
opportunity.
Ravi, how can I record it, mate? It's not on a Thursday. And I won't be, I'm not bothered about missing it on a Wednesday night when I'm watching United in the Champions League. But yeah,
Champions.
yeah. So he got his tactics wrong sometimes. He got his substitutions wrong. He could have rested players. In my opinion, he should have played the kids last Sunday against Fulham. I know they went 1-0 up and missed a penalty, but for me, it was worthless. I didn't give a shit if we finished third or fourth. I'm not saying yesterday would have been any different. Pardon me, sorry. But yeah, I'd give it a solid C. I think I think A and B is too high, and I think D, E, and F too low.
So what do you want to give him?
C.
Okay. Choppers?
A solid C.
Okay.
I was leaning more to a C, but through all what he went through the Ronaldo saga, through the Martial saga, through the not getting his players in the right time. He didn't get De Jong. He wanted De Jong. He didn't get De Jong. Stayed how many months trying to get De Jong, and you know how our club is on transfers. They incompetent and stuff like that. So I'll boost him up to a B.
I wouldn't, and I'll tell you why. Everyone kept going on. We missed De Jong. We got De Jong. We missed out on De Jong, but we got Casemiro because of
We
it.
got Casemiro, man.
And
But they're two different players, though.
And who knocked who out the Europa League?
That was funny, though. That was funny.
Oh, it was.
I love that.
De Jong wanted to play at Old Trafford, and he got the chance.
Did you guys see a video of him right before the game at Old Trafford? He was looking at, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, he was looking at this, going, "Fuck me, this could have been me."
Yep.
Yeah, it was a bit like Alan Shearer in the '99 FA Cup final when United were winning the trophy. He was stood on the pitch, looking up, going,
That could have been
"That
me.
could have been me."
Kim and Jay won Serie A Defender of the Season, by the way.
So, Nathan, what do you think?
Kim and Jay won Serie A Defender of the Season.
Hey, yay,
Decent.
congrats. He's going to be our new defender. Woohoo, I think.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Yeah. Nathan, go ahead. What will your rating be? And
So,
we're reasoning to it as well.
I take everything into consideration, right? So, first of all, the media didn't want him; they wanted Pochettino. Just building it up from there.
That is a good point.
He comes into the team. He only gets Malaysia at preseason. He gets Christian Eriksen somewhere in the middle. Anthony and the Ajax upper echelon management said, if we get 50, we'll sell you. We bid at 50. They said no. They fought. We ended up getting him for 80. But they actually handshook the deal with Anthony. That was the amount they wanted. And then they went back on it. And that's why he did actually go on strike. He went on strike, I think, a few days just before he finally came to us.
Yeah, that's another thing that wound me up about Anthony.
Why?
No, but the management told him, if you give me 50, I'll let you go. They went back on his word.
Yeah.
They went back on their word.
I wouldn't blame him for that.
Okay. So let's say in the summer.
Guys, we're backtracking now. Let's just focus on
Let's say in
the
the summer, Barcelona come in for Anthony, right? We've only just bought him, and he goes on strike.
I don't think that would be the case.
No,
but I
but
see your point.
if that club says that he could leave, right?
He's done it
but
before.
but David, he did it because he told Anthony's agent, we want 50 million for him, we let him go. How did it get to 80? Because they went back on their word. That's why he went on strike.
Guys, now we're sidetracking. Let's focus on Ten Hag now.
Anyway, so then we started off without Martinez, Varane, lost the opening 2 games of the season. The majority of the media and the pundits said we won't even finish top 4. He literally took the worst ever Premier League side, Manchester United side we've had. Finished 15 points above, 2 finals, a quarterfinal, 3 games away from playing the most games of any top European side in the league this season, in any league this season. We went all the way as far as we can go, playing basically 15 to 16 players is what I counted as max. To solve the Ronaldo problem, quell the Maguire situation. Had to deal with the World Cup in between. Had really brutal injuries to someone who's come back from injury, Van de Beek, and Eriksen, which was which was, in my opinion, one of the worst refereeing decisions I've seen all over this season in any competition.
Andy Carroll.
He comes back. He has the setbacks of Liverpool and City. He comes back in our home games, makes Old Trafford a fortress this year around.
Yep.
Exactly 10 goals at home in the Premier League. Best defense in the league at home. I didn't like what he has his favorites, much like all our managers had, and I don't like that about him. I don't like the fact that he didn't give more players a chance when certain games were dead and they were sitting on the bench.
Fair.
I'll give him a B because he's had to deal with a lot that he would not have to deal with as Ajax manager. Because as with respect to Ajax and their European history, the way Man United has bursted in the last 30 years is beyond recognition of most clubs in the world. And he's had to deal with a lot coming in from Ajax to Manchester United, so I'll give him a B.
Okay. I think I might agree. I'm taking everything that you guys have said into account, and I agree with a lot of you guys' point.
But then the thing is,
Go ahead.
okay, I said a C, you all say B.
I
So
want to say B.
the only way next season then he can get an A is by winning the league.
I mean, he could do a cup double next season.
He could.
He could, but he's a cup double.
If he win the Champions League,
he could win the quadruple. We could win the quad.
That's beyond. That's A plus.
If we win League Cup and FA Cup and get top 4 next season, is that much better? How much better is that than this season?
That is a good point.
But we're also.
I think you see. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just taking into account everything that's happened this season.
If we win League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League next season. Get into the Champions League top 4, right? I honestly think now, no, even though we don't know what's going to happen next season, unless we finish 2-3 points behind first, I think this season would have been better because it's his first season. Next season, he's more experienced and stuff like that. And to only win one more trophy, that's why I'm thinking a C. Because if you give him a B, he's got to win the Premier League or the Champions League next season to get an A.
Højlund, by the way, guys, Højlund scored for Atlanta as well.
Hey, big up.
Ooh.
I'm going to be doing a transfer show on Friday talking about the targets. So, what?
Today's the last week. Today's the last week.
Today is the yeah.
Harry Kane coming to Manchester United.
No, he's not.
Fabrizio Romano.
Did he?
What?
Huh?
No.
You're lying.
No,
he's not.
No, you're lying.
Man. You better be lying.
It wasn't confirmed, but listen to Fabrizio.
Where?
You better be lying.
Harry Kane is not coming to United.
What? Where?
Fabrizio Romano. He said, Harry Kane, look out for the space. He didn't confirm.
I think Zlatan is retiring because Fabrizio just posted 28 seconds ago, end of an era, and Zlatan's there years.
Oh,
I didn't even know he was going to retire today. Did anyone know he was going to retire after the season? Oh wow, he's in tears.
I thought he was going to go to another team.
Yeah, I actually thought he's going to still play.
Fabrizio's announced it.
Where?
What? Fabrizio's announced it on Twitter.
Oh wow!
Okay, guys, retire from professional football.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. Apparently, he now decided. Like, I guess he made the decision today.
A big up. He's incredible. He's been incredible. Done it for But wait.
Where is this Harry Kane thing?
Choppers. Where's the Harry Kane thing? I'm looking. Choppers. Did he just Choppers?
Look, he's joking. See?
Choppers. That's dirty, man. That's dirt. Oh my god!
Seriously, just look out for the space. That's what he said.
What space?
By the way,
space are we looking
you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Choppers, that is mad.
Did anyone see the interview with Mason Mount today?
Yeah, I saw it.
Now, that's why I say Mason Mount is coming to United.
I don't know.
But guys,
I don't want him, but
Guys, we gotta wrap it up because I'm
Uh,
super hungry.
Sophie,
But
you didn't say
yeah.
what you didn't say
Where
what
are we
you
putting
want.
Eric?
Yeah.
C
Oh
or
yeah,
B?
you know, I was about to say it. I want to say B in terms of everything that's happened this season from where we were last season. But but I understand your point, David, and you have a really good point with the fact that, but if he's gonna get an A next season, he got to win like the
And
big ones.
in all
So I get
honesty,
it. Yep.
we're giving him well, I'm not, but you lot giving him a B, and out of the top 10 teams, he only beat one of them away from home.
Can we beat all of them at home though?
Can,
No.
can we look at the fact that that's why it's not an A. In the fact that there's no more.
It would only be
It's
an A if we
it's a
won the
low
Premiership.
B. It's like a weak B, like a B minus. B
Why
minus.
not C plus?
Could be a C plus, but I think a
C
B
plus.
minus.
C
B
plus.
minus from B minus.
According to Simon Phillips, Madison might be going to Chelsea.
No. Hell no.
So who would you take, Madison or Mount?
I'll take
Madison.
Madison
Neither.
any day. What?
Neither.
Madison.
I'll take Madison as well. What? Come on now. But guys,
I think neither.
I'm gonna do a transfer show on Friday, and I'm gonna be talking about on the targets
A what
that
show?
we'll be linked to. So what?
A what show?
Friday.
Transfer show basically
Oh,
on
I thought you said
Friday.
Rashford.
Did I say transfer?
That's what it sounded like.
Oh no. Transfer show. Not
By the way,
Trashford.
how's your dad? Has he found his bottle yet?
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna buy me a pizza later. So because he was saying, if you don't lose more than 2-0 and whatnot to City, I'll buy you a pizza. And I'm like, okay. So
But
thank you.
then again, you better tell your dad he might need a new bottle because I think that bottle's full with his tears.
Oh yeah. David, I'll talk. Hey, I got this. Yeah. I'll buy him a new bottle and whatnot. Hey?
Yeah, for his tears. 'Cause
Yeah.
he'll need it next season.
100% more than you believe. Yes. I agree. But yeah, so we landed with B for Eric.
Yeah,
B minus.
B minus. I'll say B minus. So
That's
guys,
fine.
this is basically our, joint combined rating for the Man United players, everybody. Yes, obviously a lot of players that is on not enough data due to different reasons, loan, whatnot, injuries, yada yada yada. But next Sunday I plan to do a show where we just strictly talk about who we gonna keep, who we gonna be loaning, and who gotta go. Sell. That we gonna be saying thank you for your service, but bye bye. So
No, whoa. I won't
what?
be saying that about Martial. I won't be thanking him.
No. When I say thank you for your service, it's more so that's a nice, polite way to say you got to go.
No. Now, the polite way is make sure the door don't hit you on the way out. Because if it hits Martial, he'll be out for half the season.
That's also another way. Hey, okay, we might need to. You know what? Fair. Okay.
If he
Okay.
leaves United and
Yep.
the door hits him on the way out,
Okay.
it might break his big toe or something, and he'll be
Yep.
out for half the season.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. I
He
will.
can go
You know what?
I honestly think Martial should join Pogba at Juventus because
I think so.
Pogba needs
Okay.
somebody in the physio room.
Okay. We will. We will talk about that next. Next Sunday. David will be there. Nathan and Choppers, you're more than welcome to. We'll talk off camera. But guys, this has been a good show. I
2.5
thoroughly
hours.
enjoyed it. Yeah, freaking hell. I did not, by the way, I did not anticipate it for it to be this long, but I definitely enjoyed myself. So big up to you guys to take
Just
your
remember,
time to
Fred's
be here.
world class.
What?
Fred's world class.
Nah, the same Fred world class David, right? Is the Maguire got me. The Maguire comment.
Yeah.
Maguire's better than Lindelof, and Lindelof should.
Yeah.
Had to. David, stop it. David, no.
Yeah.
Guys,
David, time out.
no.
Time out. You need a timeout, David.
But people have been loving it though. Big up everybody that's been here. Good night.
If anyone wants to follow me, look on my Instagram. Seriously, Sofia will tell you. when United score, OMG, you can hear me in Norway probably. David _knows best 87.
Yes.
Ravi, I
Anybody
know you're
wanna?
following me. So if anyone wants any more crazy opinions or facts,
A delusion.
come follow me.
More than you believe. More than you believe. Anybody else wanna say anything else?
You guys could follow me at Choppers TV. You know, I haven't been posting as late, but because I've been busy. But you know, you could follow me at Choppers TV. I'll be here
Yep.
as well.
Big up.
You can follow me on Sportsnut, Nathan. I'll be doing probably the international friendlies, but for the next 2 months, I'll be doing a lot of Ultimate Fighting Championship UFC. So feel free to join me for the watch-alongs or the predictions.
Yeah, awesome. I do have, like I said, all of them are linked down below in the description box. So make sure you just click and you subscribe to my brother's, YouTube channels, and show them some love and whatnot. So yeah, I'll be taking a break tomorrow from the channel, but I'm gonna be a guest on Devils United, aka Macy's channel tomorrow. So we're gonna be doing a season review on her channel. I'll be putting that link in the community tab, so you guys just
Oh, I don't
come there
believe
and say
this.
hi. What?
I don't
What
believe
happened?
this.
What happened?
Breaking news. Man United have put in a £100 million bid in for the best physio in the world because apparently Martial's staying.
Huh?
No!
Yeah. They're putting
No, man. No,
Where?
£100 million bid in for the world's best physio because Martial's
Where?
staying.
Listen,
Who
I
said
think
that?
David's making a joke about the first part, but I think he means Martial staying, and I don't like that. I don't like that either.
No.
No, I was just making a joke. Choppers knew I was joking.
No, when you said the only thing I was listening to is
not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Guys,
I thought you would have got it when I said about buying a physio.
No, I only heard, all I heard was Martial was
But
staying.
I'm not gonna lie. It might be possible that he's staying though.
Hey, don't put the juice. What? No.
No,
Evil
seriously,
eye, Panda. Don't
yeah.
put the juice into the world. Get out of here with that,
Because
guys. We're
remember,
gonna end
last season, Martial got injured and he stayed.
And this season, and the season before.
And this season he's injured at the end of the season again. Yep.
I'll tell you what, if Martial stays, United need to build a hospital at Carrington.
What true.
Okay, guys, we gotta wrap it up. But my tummy is saying so. Go and eat, and yeah. But regardless, big up everybody that's been here. It's been a killer show.
Nathan, Choppers, nice meeting you guys.
All right, man. Same here, man.
Remember, Maguire's better than Lindelof.
Stop the delusion, man.
Nah, not the.
I'll take Jones.
What, over Lindelof?
I'll take Jones over Maguire.
Over both of them.
I would take
over
Jones
Maguire
over
for
Lindelof
sure.
as well. Agree.
Over Maguire, bro.
We're stopping the show. Bye. I ain't got time for this. People. Bye. See you guys on Tuesday. No, yeah, Tuesday. I will be back to do a update for Man United takeover. That's what we're gonna be doing. But yeah, big up. Bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.